Well, Tomalin is here. What's up, Tomalin?
Hey, tell everybody what's up, man.
I'm glad you made it, man. We should be bringing on the guys from Delaware. I'm glad you were here. They should be coming on for 30 minutes. I sent them the link. I hope the guys in studio can play the ad, and then we can do that interview, and you guys, yeah. But Dominic, welcome, my man. Before we move on, let me remind the folks that our Cash App, we are still today's the last day for all those who wanted to help us.
Yeah,
We put the Cash App. All those who wanted to help us, today is the last day, and for us because we have to get that money to Liberia by when tomorrow, right? Too many.
yeah.
Uh,
Tomorrow morning, first thing.
yeah, get it to Liberia
There's a
first.
guy called there's a guy called Henry Doe. He reached you.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
Oh,
Yeah.
he was trying to reach you. I think he lives in Rhode Island.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Uh, let me see. I haven't checked the Cash App today. Le- but to me that yeah, I mean Evan Cry, Christian Robert, always good to see you guys, man. Good to see you guys. We just coming on, guys. As you make your way, we still waiting for the guy from Delaware to come on. So, to me, let me check here and see if we did get something for Christian Roberts. Let me check.
And check on Henry Doe too.
Heron door, one Heron door, right? Okay, let me.
And also Edwin Crow too.
Aaron Crow.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. That's a nice. Welcome, guys. Christian Davis.
Yes. Welcome guys. We gotta talk some stuff tonight. The former finance minister to where pledged his full cooperation in the Yinswa's death. He responded to the police call. He responded that he is prepared to cooperate with the police. Um, the deputy finance minister confirmed that government has paid civil servants for July 26. He said that if you have not received your pay, through your direct deposit is with your bank. It's not with the government. The government have already sent out the payroll, and either your bank check with your bank through your direct deposit. Perhaps your bank has some. There's some people in the States. If you're taking pay Wednesday, you get paid. I think your direct deposit hits your account 2 days before or 1 day before. Depends on the kind of bank you got. Yeah, like for some of us, we get our pay in our account 2 days before. I think 2 days before it hit the account. Depending on some also with credit union, not bank, real banks. But it depends on how your setup is. So they confirmed that the government has paid civil servants for the July 26th. They have sent out the payrolls. You can cash it depending on direct deposit as far as they're concerned. And then the presidential motorcade had an accident this morning, I think. One person was killed, two persons were seriously injured. The president went to go visit the families and the injured victims. And then also the case with the Minister of Education receiving relocation package worth over $40,000. I've been trying to reach the minister since last night, even to this afternoon. I placed calls to her, texted her to either confirm or verify this information as a matter of due diligence. And the guys are still investigating this Elon Musk call to the president. They're still trying to find out whether it was a real call. But the government still maintained that the call was legit and it was authentic. And it's not AI call, but they are still investigating it. And Liberia's 177th Independence Day National Orator, Dr. Raptel Nije Pillay. She's a Liberian academic, activist, and author. She announced that her oration will be on the topic of radical agenda for re-imaging Liberia. a radical agenda for re-imaging Liberia. Dr. Raptel Nije Pele will be addressing it as a national orator on 26th day, which is Friday. Perhaps the other guys got something to add. And then our guest for tomorrow, Martin Colley, he's excited to be with us tomorrow. He's very excited to join us tomorrow for to make his appearance on the closing argument. We'll be discussing a wide range of issues, training issues in the country. In the meanwhile, the Cash App is up in support of our friends, our brothers in Liberia at True FM and Hot FM. They do a remarkable job every evening to produce this show. Right now, it is after 9 o'clock in Liberia at night, and some people are already home and witnessing the show and also listening to the show. The guys are there. I know it's raining season in Liberia. The rain is so heavy. The guys are stuck to the studio just to make sure this show is produced. We're encouraging everybody to please support the Cash App so we can be a blessing to our brothers in Liberia for this 26th holiday. Mr. Peabody, Dr. Peabody have been doing a very good job with this, leading this effort. And we want to join him to continue to please ask for help, our guys, please. They are looking up to us to make them happy. The Cash App is there, TCA, Cash App, the Cash $, TCA 2500, and the Zelle 484-521-4925. Please, let's support our guys, whether it's $5, $10, $20, $25, whatever you have, we appreciate it, If he don't have to announce your name, but the amount, but he can call your name, no problem.
Edwin Crew, I thank you for your contribution.
The chairman, BN Giftlock Bala Kesali, says they are coming soon. That's the chairman, BN Giftlock Bala Kesali. He's the chairman.
Let's just do the ad to me, and then
yes. While they are waiting for them.
Right. Guys, just share the show. As you come on. Yeah, go ahead, guys. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I want to let you in loose down on the phone, man. Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Facebook, Instagram, the entire land of social media, including WhatsApp. As always, Liberians all across the east coast of the USA will converge in the first state of Delaware to celebrate Liberia's Independence Day. The First State Old Timers Sports Association, in collaboration with Delaware Liberian Association, presenting to you and yours Liberia's 177th Independence Day celebration. It's going down on Saturday, July 27, when IE come face to face with Mighty Barroa. The last time these two teams met, Defensive 11 IE became the victim. Can Mighty Barroa repeat history? Let's wait for 90 minutes of soccer action. Defensive 11 this time will depend on Coach George Dwaba, Captain Augustine Jabate, Coach Neil Wale, Joe Sandy, and the man John Timber. Others are top defender Edrich Guar, striker Kwekwe Giffler, and the midfield maestro James Kankobato. As Mighty Barroa this time is making plans to change the playbook, depending on undefeated coach Abdul Tor, Lance Fofana, Cephas Bestman, and Frank Weeder. Others are O'Brien Foley, Augustine Say, and Randy Nipa. Admission is absolutely free. Address is 1308 Fog Road in Wilmington, Delaware. Gets open at 2 p.m. and game time is 5 p.m. I'm told the kickoff will be taken by one-time Lone Star, former Minister, Youth and Sports Honorable Zoga Wilson. Independence Day t-shirts is on sale for $25 US. Food and drink will be on sale as well. Vendors will pay $125 each. Then later on, the evening hours, 8 p.m., Delaware Liberian Association will host the Grand Independence Day Ball and Dinner. Admission is $20. Address is the Enoch Center, 24 Belvin Center in Newcastle, Delaware. For more information, please contact O'Brien Farley at 267-312-2745, James Colligenian 646-374-6583, and Frank Weeder 610-717-2635. You can also call the Honorable Jackson Seaton 302-299-6996. And of course, feel free to call the one and only Big Papa B. Kessley at 215-704-1606. Come one, come all, ladies and gentlemen. I'm yours truly, G. Francis Tokwa, asking you to converge in Delaware to celebrate Liberia's Independence Day with the Fresh State Old Timers Sports Association and Delaware Liberian Association.
Anti-Baromoni champion. Anti-Baromoni champion. Anti-Baromoni champion. Please let us to be a triple champion. I let us please let us to be a triple champion. I let us
We still awaiting the guy from Delaware Tomalin. Also, there is another ad. You know, guys, we got to do this because our sponsors. These are people who are sponsoring us. We'll get to the main point shortly, but we have to recognize the folks who are helping us to keep this program going. We got nobody paying us or doing this to carry the show on or to do this. We normally do this from our own generosity and stuff like that. So folks have reached out to us. They want to sponsor the show. I mean, they want us to promote their ads. So we just have to do these things in order to keep our show going. As we said, we are trying to recognize the guys in Liberia for a very good job they've been doing in helping us to keep this show going. The guys at Truth FM and Real TV, we really want to make sure we can get some things for them this 26 as a surprise, just to keep them going. So we just ask you, the little mic you have, 10, 20, 40, 50, 175, 1,000. We welcome all of that. So let's recognize some guy, Christian Roberts. He's always the first to be here. Edwin Kra, Christian C. Davis, George Christopher Webb. Yeah.
This is to my duty. Aaron Zane from Rehab Community. We're gonna see so far.
Is Ben coming in? I see him in the back. Honorable Ben, give a kiss.
Yeah, he's coming.
Okay, if you read it, just put if you put a thumb up, Ben, I'll bring you on right away. If you read it, just put the thumb up, the right thumb, and I'll bring you on. Oh, there you go.
Chairman B.N. Gifler Bala Kesseli is on the closing argument tonight.
Yes. Yeah,
he's okay. You ready? Let us know.
You ready? Let us know.
That's signal to all. We'll bring you.
Yeah, we can see in the back. When you're ready, once you signal to us. John J. Welcome, John J. Aaron Zan, welcome, guys. Let's keep it going, and we just
yes. Verity, criminal conspiracy, U.S. defrauded. LAC report indicts Twan, Ford, and Cooper on money laundering, theft charges. Wow. Opposition party CDC accuses President Boyka of hunting ex-president George Weah. Wow, interesting news.
Yes, very, very interesting.
CBL exposed. No evidence of bidding for US $11.8 million contracts. Wow. Untouchable. Illicit Chinese minor Rio minister mysteriously missing after court arrest order. Wow, they got 18 in the country. Oh, yeah. Wow. Well, we'll do our due diligence. We'll reach out to these guys to find out the other side of the story. If they don't come on, the story will be discussed. So we'll reach out to them. I think Minister Twe already issued a statement to that effect. Okay, another one again.
Okay, the guys are ready, Tiffany. The guys
okay.
are ready. Yeah. The guys are ready. We'll come back to the news.
Okay.
But guys, for the first 30 minutes, we're going to be having the guy from Delaware. They're going to be talking about their program tomorrow. On July 26th, this weekend, the event, and inviting folks from Delaware. So we'd like to, join us as we bring our brothers on. The president, B.N. Kesley, is there, and I see James V. Cully Jr. They're all coming, and we'll be talking to them about their activities leading to this week celebration. All right, welcome, guys. Can you hear me? Frank, I see Frank Weeder is there too.
I told you. Yeah, thank you. We can hear you.
Welcome, guys. Welcome.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, clear.
Yeah.
Clear. Guys, we like to. Somebody got a little. If you got two, you got to turn off one of your devices. So.
Not on me. So we can hear. This one.
There's an echo in the back. What you can do, okay. We can either mute.
Peabody, I cannot hear you.
Our device.
We hear you, brother Weeder. We can hear you loud and clear.
We can hear you, Mr.
Yeah, Mr. Tomalin, I can hear you.
Great. We don't have that echo again. That's good.
Mr. Peabody, I cannot hear, unfortunately.
Oh, you can't hear me. You can hear Tomalin.
Yeah, okay.
Can everybody hear me? Oh.
James V. Cully Jr.
You good? Yeah. Can you hear us?
Yes,
we can hear you guys.
Okay.
All right, guys. Let's jump to this. Welcome to the Closing Argument on this Wednesday edition of the Closing Argument.
Sorry, I might have to log back in because I cannot hear.
I think so. Yeah, log
back in.
Okay, I'm going to log out and come back in.
All right.
Yes, guys, we are live on the Closing Argument. We are live on Tuva FM in Liberia on the radio, Hard FM. We are live on several radio stations across Liberia. We are on YouTube, on our Facebook page. And this is the Closing Argument. The Delaware Old Timer Association, I know I was there last year. They had a very great event last year, jam-packed, and lots of fun. I think Barrow defeated IE at that event. And this year, again, the country's two traditional ash rivals will be battling on the auspices of the Delaware Old Timer. So, guys, we see, our guys here, our owner's sister, our queen, Grace Guar is here. The new progressive champion, the comrade, Sylvester Peabody, the consummate diplomat is here. And also, that the Peabody. Yeah, guys, tell us, man. Welcome, and the floor is yours. Tell us about the events for this weekend, and tell about the Delaware Old Timer and what we are doing this weekend.
So you want to start? You can start with the
floor is yours.
I can start. Yeah. Well, thank you guys for having us. First of all, I heard you talk about Barrow. Don't worry, I got it this time. Okay, so they were lucky last year. We got it this year. We the IE people. Frank is back on. Frank, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you, James.
Okay, what about the rest of the people? You can hear us?
Frank, I can hear you loud and clear.
I can hear Tomalin.
Yeah, you guys are very audible, very good.
Okay. So I'll give it over to Frankie so that he could just maybe introduce the organization and give you guys a little background about the organization. So.
Okay. Hey, good evening, everybody. A good afternoon, good morning to others that are watching. I'm Frank Weeder. I'm the Secretary General of First State Old Thomas Sports Association. We're mainly located in Delaware, but we kind of cater to people out of the tri-state, Philadelphia, some people from Maryland, and of course in Delaware. Currently, the officials that you see joining us, I guess, to the top right, to my right, we have James Cully Jr. He's the financial secretary, First State, and we have our dynamic chairman himself, Mr. O'Brien Farley. And I believe earlier we had the TM in the background, Mr. Ben Sanvee, but he's not. I guess he's not joining us on the call today. Basically, we're here to talk about July 26th upcoming program, which is a celebration for Liberian independence that we're hosting here in Delaware. We'll go more into it. Just a little bit about First State Old Timers Sports Association. Like I said, it's located in Delaware. About maybe 16 years ago, I'm fairly new to the organization, about 2 years into it, but about 16 years ago, a bunch of good guys got together and decided they wanted to create an organization, play sports, and try to bring the community together. And as we have it now, we've grown into a very big organization with an outreach of members that live in many different states. Many years along now, we've hosted the July 26th event, and this is just another year we get to present it. Basically, First State is a community-based organization. Uh, Members, we take members from anywhere and everywhere, so you can be a part of. You can be from different country, different ethnicity, or whatever it is. If you want to join First State, it's a pretty easy thing. You're just able to come meet us, and we go through the little registration that we have. We love to bring the community together. This is all about building us right away from home, which our original home for all of us is Liberia. But for most of us, we live here, we do everything here. So bring our community together. And July 26th is one of the major events that we have as far as Liberians to bring us all together, to be proud of our country and our heritage and our background, right? And try to pass it down to the next generation, our kids, to be able to help uphold that proudness of being a Liberian. So now I'm gonna turn it over to our financial secretary, James Cully.
Thank you, Frank. As Frank already introduced me, I'm James Colley. I've been in Delaware for about 10 years. And when I first moved here, basically, I'm just going to go over how this organization kind of impacts everybody in Delaware, especially the Liberian community. When I first moved here, I knew nobody. And I was invited by the TM, and I came and I found a family. First State has evolved from its initial goal, which was to have like a sports environment to bring guys together. We've gone beyond that now. We have attained a non-for-profit status, and we have goals that we're strategizing to achieve. We have long-term goals and we have short-term goals. Just to give you a little brief synopsis of our organization. One of our long-term goal is to have a community center that would cater not only to the Liberian community, but the Delaware community at large. Another of our long-term goal is to have a soccer community, a soccer academy, basically, where we will start training kids and the Liberian youth from maybe from infancy all the way up to high school, and hopefully, if everything goes well, they could qualify for maybe scholarship to college. But that's just to give you a little some of the goals that our organization have. Um, since I've been a part of this organization, as Frankie said, the July 26th is one of our main events. We use that day to strategize and bring the Liberian community together, but not only in Delaware, but all over the United States. People come to Delaware, and we're trying to make this a centralized location where the entire Liberian community on the northeastern coast could gather and become and make Delaware the place to be. Um, Also, we do have every year we have a community outreach. It's labeled the Family Day. We have it in August. What that is during the whole summer, we know that the kids are outside, they're playing, and at the end of the summer, they're getting ready to go back to school. So we gather ourselves, we come together, we raise funds, and we buy school supplies, and we have a big picnic in the park, and we give these school supplies back to the community. So just to give you guys a brief understanding of our organization, we're not just there for sports, we are beyond sports, and we're moving forward. So I'll turn it over to Brian so that he could tell you about the July 26th events, and if there's any questions, you guys could reach out.
So again, I want to say hi to everybody on this hot panel. I'm O'Brien Foley, and our July 26th celebration this year is going to be done in Wilmington, Delaware, where we will be bringing together the communities and neighbors from both states so that we can be able to share Liberia heritage, our cultural values and diversities in doing this. And one of the big thing is what we're going to do is we have vendors that's going to be there, and those vendors are going to sell Liberian food, Liberian dishes, where our kids that are born in America, they always look forward to the July 26th celebration. Some of them already have their July 26th costume, and they just can't wait for that day. So those are some of the things, and it's going to be a free entry where everybody come in. You don't have to pay anything. The only thing you have to do is purchase food and drinks, and those are things that's going to be happening there. But this year, our July 26th event is going to be big because we have our tri-state area. Pennsylvania is not having the July 26th celebration in Philly. So all road lead to Delaware. And we anticipate to have a huge crowd, a great turnout, and also looking forward to some of you guys who are here from the closing argument to be in attendance. Like last year, I remember seeing Tomalin George. So I know this year he's going to be back as Barrow defeat IE because we got to maintain the trophy.
Okay, stop playing. We also hope to see people like Mr. Sylvester Pee-wee.
Sylvester
But no, James, this one fair to me. I'm part of the family already. I attended last year's celebration, and you can remember I was one person that even
you're right.
I was basically part of last year, and I thought last year was well organized on the most serious note. It was very much organized last year, and we've proud member of this, and I'm in a community already, so I don't
we need more activity from you. We need more.
Yeah, we're gonna get engaged from all aspects of it, and I'm looking forward to also meeting your expectation because you want me to get involved also, and I'm going to be involved very well. But the only thing about last year, on too many broad politics, he wanted us to analyze the.
So if you think last year were organized, just come and see this year. It's more organized and more bigger than last year.
Wow.
You come in red, yeah.
So the other panels, you're invited as well as a special guest. We'll be happy to have you.
Dr. Peabody will be here, I think. Yeah.
Maybe I may not, but if I'm here, definitely I will try to be there.
You got it?
Yeah, but what are some, apart from the soccer game, what other activities you have planned going through the whole week? You want to talk about that?
Well, we work in collaboration with the Liberian Delaware Association. They're having a ball at night on the same day on July 27th. So we're inviting the Liberian community at large and everybody else that is watching this program please come. It's going to be fun. The Liberian community is honoring all healthcare workers. As you're aware, healthcare workers are the backbone of this country. We went through COVID. We went through a lot of different difficult things in this country, and we're just appreciating them from the Liberian Delaware community. So come out and support them. It's $20.
Yeah, $20.
Yeah, it's $20 per entry, and it'll be at 8 o'clock at night, and it's at the Enoch Center on 2411 Center in Newcastle, Delaware.
So I have a question for you guys. First, I would say that it's nice to have you guys here promoting your community event.
Thank you.
And I saw Josh Nimley just said that he lives in Delaware, but he knows nothing about this. So Josh Nimley, he's on the comment section right now. He said that he lives in Delaware. He never heard about you guys, so you need to reach out more. I also have my friend who has moved to Delaware, so you need to look for her. Her name is Sarah Moore. So she just moved there recently, I think like a year or two now. So maybe you can have her in attendance. She always pulls her out as well.
We're working on that. We have an outreach committee. We've noticed that the Liberian community in Delaware is growing, and we may not get everybody on time, but we're trying. We have an outreach committee that's out there trying to get new entrants to Delaware, trying to get them to come to the organization, trying to explain to them what we do. We also reach out to the youth also. So if it don't have to be only adults. We do a lot of mentoring for young adults. We do resume prep. So I understand. I don't know how long the person you mentioned. I don't know how long they've been living in Delaware, but we're sorry about that. We'll do more outreach, and if I can get in contact with that person right after this program, I will.
Yeah, in the comment section, you will see him and get in contact with him. But I wanted to ask, I know you're having this in Delaware, but there's a big program also going on the Liberian Embassy. Are you guys connected? I'm confused because I know you're trying to promote your stuff, but are you guys trying to make Delaware the base now to not to be at the Liberian Embassy anymore?
Yeah, I'll come in. I mean, we're not trying to take over, but what I would say is, if you kind of see where Delaware is positioned, we're positioned in a way where we're in the intersect between people that are in Maryland or DC and people that are in Pennsylvania and Jersey. We're kind of in the center, right? So to kind of go, if you're leaving Philadelphia to go to DC, takes you about 2 hours. On a weekend, if there's traffic, you're probably looking at 2 hours 30 minutes, right? But to come, if you have kids, young kids that you're driving, right? Delaware is closer for you, right? The farthest you will probably drive from farther off in PA is probably an hour. From Philadelphia, where we're hosting the game this year, is about 30 minutes, some 20 minutes, right? I think for some people with family and kids, it's just a shorter drive and a shorter distance. Same thing with New Jersey. New Jersey is about 30 minutes away from where we're hosting. So we're not trying to take anything away from any other organization as far as like the Liberian Embassy or anything. But we just want to make it more convenient for people in the tri-state to be able to access. And again, I'm going to iterate what James said. We apologize if we weren't able to reach out. I think that's one of the reasons why we're out on platforms as far as closing argument, to be able to reach people that we weren't able to get through the advertisement that we have out there, because we know you guys have a bigger reach. So everybody's invited. Just ask about First State Old Timers. We're very well known in the community. Like I said, I moved to Delaware about 4 years ago. Actually, just a quick story. I grew up with James Cully in Liberia. We went to kindergarten together, right? He met me actually training his son in soccer, right? I was part of a program called I9 Sports, and I was training his son. And he just came up to me like, "Hey, Frank." And I didn't even recognize it. He started telling me like, "Hey, we grew up together from kindergarten." And that's how I got in touch with First State. He was able to bring me over. So we're a very engaging group. We're open to anybody. We're open to a lot of schedule. We usually do a lot of things on the weekends, so we're not interfering with people's work. And it's a very social organization. We're more like somewhat like brothers keepers at the end of the day, where I'm able to pick up the phone and call anybody from First State for anything that I would need. But yeah, if we haven't reached out to you, we apologize. Don't shy away. Ask anybody about First State. We're a pretty big organization. Go ahead, James. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, no. Just to add to what he said, a, a couple of years ago, I think the 26 games used to be held in at one centralized location. I think it was Trenton, and later on it kind of dispersed to the different states. We're trying to probably bring that back, and that's why we're offering. We think that Delaware is a very good location that provide the convenience for people from Maryland, for people from Pennsylvania, for people from New Jersey, as well as New York. And we will strive to be better. Historically, based on what we've heard, some of the reasons that didn't work was because of lack of transparency, and we're working towards that to be very transparent in the process.
And also to add to that, with with regards to the July 26th, with things that are being said in the last 3 years, where we have taken our July 26th celebration to, it wasn't like that before. People used to get ready July 26th, go to Philly, go to Trenton, and the fact that the Liberian population in Delaware is growing and being a center and focus point, we want every attention to be turned into Delaware. So with BN being a chairman and now changing and making sure every young person is on board and being able to bring their ideas on the table to make things work. So now we have a better July 26th celebration, and we making sure that everything becomes better and better. Okay. And one of the big thing we also doing here is being able to make sure that our Liberian communities come together. That's our biggest thing. No matter who you have issue with, we have to be able to come together. Because being in exile, where we in America, we build family. But tomorrow, our kids should be able to see James kids and be happy and play with them. How do they get to know? Is to be able to build that family and have that family unity. So we are offering different communities in Liberia, but the fact that we are Liberians, we must be able to come together. So that is our main goal.
Yes, let me just quickly say this. The fellow that just I saw his comment in the comment section here. I think the outreach process here is very much more or less very proactive because when I hit this ground in less than 60 days, I got the information about this process. The team's been very proactive in ensuring that these things are shared from one-on-one interactions. Besides our thought process and the engagement have been spread. So that's part of the reason why I attended the last section. Even before this, folks in Liberia, every one of my former colleagues called me and said, there's a program unfolding in your area. I told him, how did you get this information? He said, well, through some social networking. So I thought they've been very prolific in terms of information sharing. And it is good this way to not have the organization kept incommunicado. They be an open network trying to spread this information accordingly and systematically, but then we can use other medium as to how we can share the communication. But I thought it's been effective, and that was evident by the turn up last July. And I'm hoping to see, as the fellow said, there's going to be an extraordinary turn up, extraordinary organization. But I would want to also ask you guys for the wonderful job done to also intersplice this program with a team. The team will go a long way in trying to see how united we are, because I didn't hear about a team. For instance, this year's celebration nationally, the team is building Liberia for all Liberians. The 177th anniversary of our republic, building Liberia for all Liberians. Now, when I briefly served at the time of the Minister of Foreign Affairs, what Ambassador Patton did at the time, and that's part of the reason why we celebrate in Washington, D.C. The Washington, D.C. celebration is a key celebration that will announce the national celebration for all Liberians here in America. That is a celebration that will just bring representation from all of the states. For instance, folks from Arizona will pull in, folks from here, the East Coast, the Midwest, and all part of the United States of America, they will converge there to have kick off to the process. Then individual region will now move to have the celebration done. So Washington, D.C. will set the national stage on behalf of the government of Liberia, setting the stage for all Liberians to reconcile, to come together, and thereby they will push up the The National Gazette will be read there too, Washington D.C., spreading to all Liberians here in the United States of America, praising and giving reason why we have to celebrate the day. But I thought you guys should also go on to please him. But you guys have been doing very wonderful job in terms of the information dissemination. But you can do much better so that you can bring more Liberians on board, even non-Liberians that will participate in this process. But it's a very wonderful sharing process. Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Like you're in Washington, in Delaware, Philadelphia, who wants to come to the celebration or who needs to contact you? What can they do? How can they contact you?
So that's why we also have our promo, and there are numbers also on the promo. And also, if you want to contact me or my number, you can contact me by 267-312-2745. You can also contact James
at 646-374-6583. But just to kind of talk about what Mr. Pee Wee kind of mentioned, just to note that our organization is progressive. I mean, you could attest to it. Over the years you've been in Delaware, you've seen a progressive nature of the turnout. Every year we have a crowd increase. 3 years ago we had about 400 people. The year after that, that number kind of doubled, and the subsequent year even more than that. So we're getting better with the outreach, but we need to do more. So we will work on getting out there, and that's what we're doing now, and we'll try to get better. So you can also TM bien Casali.
You can reach the TM also on 215-704-1606, and you can also reach the SB. Frank, what's your number again?
The number is 610-717-2635.
And we'll have these numbers in the comments just in case anybody didn't get it.
So you can contact any one of us, and you can get in touch with us, not just for the event, but even after the event, so that you can be able to join the team as well. And we also have our July 26th T-shirts for sale, and it's $25, and then $20 for kids across the board.
Also,
okay, the event at night. You guys are having an event at night.
So the kickoff, our July 26th kickoff will be done by the former minister, Zoka Wizin, and he will be here honoring the event on that day. And the event at night, which is for the All Liberian Association, will be $20 per person. And we also have guest players that come in. So like Trokon Kui will also be here as a guest player on that day.
So who will be the keynote speaker at the program at night?
From my understanding, is one of Delaware's prominent citizens. I think somebody that's running for city council or so, but I'm not too sure about that. That's with the Liberian Delaware Association, which we work in collaboration with. I think they have their ad circulate in social media, and I think we'll get more information and put it in the comments about that.
Okay, and then the gates opening at when on Saturday? When the gates opening on Saturday?
On Saturday, gates are open from 2:30, and normally we're also gonna have DJs that's also gonna be there to entertain the crowd, and we're gonna be there till probably up to 10 o'clock.
Oh, and event starts. Event is the same night.
So the event, yeah, it's the same night. It starts at 8 o'clock. So it depends on your enjoyment level. If you're enjoying the fee and you want to stay there, hey, that's it. I know you came last year. I saw you enjoying yourself. So it depends. If you come and you're enjoying yourself.
We're talking politics last year. That
are you guys bringing it? Are you guys bringing a small van?
Yeah, the van will be there. I will be there. You know, I'm always there. So the thing is, we're gunning for one big inclusive community. So even though we're having First State is having the soccer game in the day, we're also promoting the event at night. So we're encouraging everybody that's coming from out of states, bring your gowns, bring your blazers. Let's show up. Let's get to know the Liberian community. Let's dress up and look the way we look, spiffy and all nice.
So the two teams are playing IE and Barrow. Where are they coming from? The players, where are the teams coming from? From Delaware or from across the?
That's a great question.
So I think Frank kind of elaborated on that. First State is dispersed all over the country. We're not limited to Delaware alone. So we have members in Minnesota. We have members in other states. Majority of our players reside in Delaware and PA. So you will see people from everywhere participating in that.
We're going to see a competitive game, right?
Very competitive. So come if you want to enjoy yourself and watch real football.
Tomalin, you saw that last year.
We have former IE.
Barrow defeated IE. I think 3-0.
No. Tomalin don't reduce the goal. It was 6.
Okay.
6, yeah.
6. Don't reduce the goal.
And just so you know, we're not calling names, but we'll have some professional players from back home. We'll have some professional IE players and some professional Barrow players that will be on the field. Then we encapsulated, there are some Lone Star players that will be playing.
Wow.
So come out.
So look, ladies and gentlemen, the first state Delaware is supposed to be this weekend for the 26th. I'm telling you, the first state old timers of Delaware will be lighting up Delaware this weekend. If you are in the area, the tri-state, try to be part of that occasion. I'm telling you that the organization is very organized, one of the respected Liberian old timer organizations in this country. I know almost all the guys that lead that organization. Very responsible guys, transparent. If you talk about accountability, that's where it starts from. I can vouch for these guys. Yeah, you, Grace. I can vouch for these guys because I know most of the guys that are in the leadership. And we have these kind of people running Liberia today. Liberia, your own craft for nothing. They will be very transparent. So these guys are respected people. So trust me, every money they collect, they can account for it, and you won't regret supporting the cause. So we encourage everybody, if you're not doing anything that weekend, plan it with Delaware old timer, first state old timer, and you will not regret. You see people you have not seen for years. I saw some people there last year that I've not seen for a couple of years, and it was just a great interaction. So I hope we all can be there. I will be seeing. I know I will see Peabody again. We'll talk some new progressive stuff as usual.
You don't play a noise to my band. I always tell
and also,
right?
So the t-shirt, how can we get a t-shirt? We're gonna get a t-shirt on the fee, or how are we gonna get a t-shirt?
The t-shirt will be on the fee, but right now,
if you want to pre-order, you can
pre-order.
You can reach out to anybody. Any one of the numbers that we.
Yeah, but so, Mr. Cody,
no, Captain's okay. Give me that.
Okay, but so, listen. I need. So get me some. I will need 2 t-shirts from you.
No, you don't have to worry.
You don't have to. We just got word from the TM that all 3 of you t-shirts are on him. So no worries.
And great.
Wow.
Also, so that's 4 people, right?
Well, I got my size.
Mine's
extra
medium.
Large. Extra large is my size.
Extra large, my size. Extra large.
Medium.
Yeah, got you guys. Yeah, but we just.
I understand. Before you guys go, you guys will appear here again on Friday at 5:00 for the final conversation. But before you guys leave, Henry, guys, could you put that video back up? The first video that we played at the beginning of the show, and then once we play it, you guys could give your any special message you want to share or parting words. Yeah, I put the first video up.
Why they putting the video up? Some people asking me how much to pay for vendors to pay for spot.
We don't like to announce stuff like that on the air. You could reach out personally to any one of the numbers that is listed, and we'll communicate that.
Okay. If you guys who are texting me, who are asking me, you just heard from Mr. Cully. Where are your numbers? Let's put the numbers up so.
I can't. I don't know how to do it. We'll put it in.
But listen, I don't think that would be a bad public relation to announce that openly. I mean, it's part of the public relation mechanism that promotes the process, right? And it will also talk about accountability. I don't think it's wrong. But anyway, probably that's the way it should go. But,
okay, so let me speak to that. Brian, can you open it up real quick? We'll put the number in. as requested, sent by popular request. Vendors, we decided this year, since we are not charging entry fee, and we know that the turnout will be like super large. We expect it to be more than double of what it was yesterday. The vendor fee is a paltry sum of $125. It might sound paltry to some people, but it might sound expensive to some people. We just want to let you know that based on our proven track record, all the vendors that come, they usually sell out and they make their money. So that is a very reasonable fee, we think. So
very well.
Yeah.
Okay, before we play the video,
So after that,
that we expect?
All vendors sell food. They're not selling drinks. So the drinks will be in the white van as
Mr.
Pee-wee indicator, because that is exclusively for the old timer to do. That's our business to take care of, because we use that to take care of our family day and give back to the community. So drinks will be sold by First State, but the food we taking vendors.
All right, let's do the video, and then we'll have y'all do your final closing, and then we'll connect again on Friday. Guys, can you guys play this for us?
I want to let you Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Facebook, Instagram, the entire land of social media, including WhatsApp. As always, Liberians all across the east coast of the USA will converge in the first state of Delaware to celebrate Liberia's Independence Day. The First State Old Timer Sports Association, in collaboration with Delaware Liberian Association, presenting to you and yours Liberia's 177th Independence Day celebration. It's going down on Saturday, July 27, when IE come face to face with Mighty Barrow. The last time these two teams met, Invisible 11 IE became the victim. Can Mighty Barrow repeat history? Let's wait for 90 minutes of soccer action. Invisible 11 this time will depend on Coach George Duoba, Captain Augustine Jabate, Coach Diawale, Joe Sandy, and the man John Timber. Others are top defender Edrich Guar, striker Kwekwe Giffler, and the midfield maestro James Kankobato. As Mighty Barrow this time is making plans to change the playbook, depending on undefeated coach Abdul Tor, Lance Fofana, Cephas Bestman, and Frank Weeder. Others are O'Brien Folly, Augustine Say, and Randy Nipa. Admission is absolutely free. Address is 1308 Fog Road in Wilmington, Delaware. Gates open at 2 p.m. and game time is 5 p.m. I'm told the kickoff will be taken by one-time Lone Star, former Minister, Youth and Sports Honorable Zoga Wilson. Independence Day t-shirts is on sale for $25 US. Food and drink will be on sale as well. Vendors will pay $125 each. Then later on, the evening hours, 8 p.m., Delaware Liberian Association will host the Grand Independence Day Ball and Dinner. Admission is $20 US. Address is the Ignac Center, 24 Belvin Center in Newcastle, Delaware. For more information, please contact O'Brien Foley at 267-312-2745, James Colligenian 646-374-6583, and Frank Weeder 610-717-2635. You can also call the Honorable Jackson Seaton 302-299-6996. And of course, feel free to call the one and only Big Papa being Cassidy at 215-704-1606. Come all, ladies and gentlemen. I'm yours truly, G. Francis Tokwa, asking you to converge in Delaware to celebrate Liberia's Independence Day with the First State Old Timer Sports Association and Delaware Liberian Association.
Please play more soccer to be a treble champion. I play more soccer. Please play more soccer to be a treble champion. I play more soccer.
Okay,
All right, guys. Welcome and do your closing, man. Good to have you guys. We'll see you.
Thank you, guys. Once again, we just want to thank you guys for allowing us in your program. We appreciate that. Thank you very much.
What you got here?
Oh,
go ahead.
Yeah, we also want to thank the Liberian community in Delaware and all the folks on First State Old Timers Association. We thank you for your immense contribution to the team, to the environment. We thank you for your self-service, your volunteerism. We thank you for everything. We just want the public and the Liberian community to imagine this as one big family reunion. Think about a family reunion. You come there and you see people that you haven't seen in decades, 20 years, some people 1 year, 2 year, and there's surprises, there's joy, there's that camaraderie in the Liberian community. So we want to encourage everybody to come out and just enjoy themselves, and we will continue to make this better. Go ahead.
So I wanna give it out to the First State Old Timer membership and every members of the Liberian community, and want to say a big thanks to them for last year, and hoping to see everybody this year and even more, because sales business is more. The more you do better, the more people, the more customers you get. And with that being said, just a recap, our July 26th celebration, which will be on July 27th, which will be held in Wilmington. And T-shirts will be on sale for $25. Kids T-shirts, $20. And we will also have our Liberian businesses there and celebrating with us. They will be selling food, and the First State Old Timer will be selling drinks. So if you come in, just make sure you don't worry, you don't have to bring cash. We accept Cash App, we accept Zelle. So whatever form of payment, we will be happy to accept that. And again, I want to say thank you to the closing argument, and thank you for giving us the opportunity to be able to sell our organization out there to the Liberian community at large.
Well, thank you, guys. It's good to have you, and I know you guys have another slot on Friday at sharp 5 p.m. We came a little late, but sharp 5 for 30 minutes on Friday. We'll have you guys here, and then we'll conclude and prepare to come there for the celebration. But it's good to have you guys, and I hope you guys have a great program, guys. If you're watching from all over PA, Delaware, everywhere, join the guys then for the July 26th celebration. All right, guys, it was great to have you on behalf of the closing argument. I will turn it over to Tomalin George, and he will take over from there.
Okay, guys. First, it's Old Time of Delaware. It's a pleasure. And we look forward to seeing you guys over the weekend. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you. Grace, we look forward to seeing you too.
I will try. I wish her the best though.
All right, thanks.
That wish I better mean she's not coming.
It's not true.
Not coming.
This what's your stance for your T-shirt?
First, she said she would try. I was hoping that she was going to.
You will be surprised to see me there.
Okay.
This what's your stance for your
I'll be
T-shirt?
very happy to see you.
Large. Okay.
I will be very happy to see you.
You let too much politics to me.
We have a breaking news, and Lofa Julius will hit the breaking news, guys. Come on, Lofa, let's go.
Well, great guys. Thus far, good start to the show. I'm glad you just kind of threw me right to the camera like that. But it's good to be on here. Happy what is that? Tuesday, Wednesday to everybody. Yeah, but anyway, I think this information that I would like to share with the public is disturbing. You know, in a country where we find ourselves, we already dealing with the issue of domestic violence all over the country, and we're here hearing people in government officials attacking other government officials and threatening to take their lives. I think Liberians should take this seriously. I got this audio, and you know, this Mike Jabate. I don't know what his position is in government right now. I think he
Assistant Minister.
Urban development.
Yeah. No, Assistant Minister for Urban Affairs.
Okay. So let me play the video again, guys. Great, good afternoon. I hope I greeted everybody on here and to our audience. It's just that I was very I was concerned to really to make sure that this audio is heard. I think it will also be shared on Yeke Koloba's page, but I got it. So we will just listen to it, and then hopefully we can start the conversation with that. But it's kind of disturbing. It's scary when we hear Yeke Koloba talk about the plan to assassinate him and other things, and then you start hearing these kind of audio coming out from people who's supposed to be permanent members of society. It's kind of sad. But let me just get this audio out here, and then we can hopefully talk about it. Guys, give me a few seconds. I guess we could, Dr. Peabody and you guys can start the conversation. I just walk.
We got some discussion tonight. Later on, we'll be talking about the information from the LGA investigation.
Okay.
Talking about the former finance minister responding to the police investigation about the late Batin's was death. We're talking about civil servants. The Ministry of Finance confirmed that they have paid civil servants for July 26. Presidential motorcade was involved in an accident today. Also reported about the Minister of Education relocation payments. And other information that's coming in, we'll continue to talk about it as the show goes on. So, if you guys, why wouldn't Lofa?
Okay, I think I have it. I think I have it now. Let me I'm gonna do something here quickly. I'm not.
Is there any way you can introduce the audio though? What is the audio about?
I just did earlier.
But it was not too. It was just fake a little bit. We need to, real information before we play.
No, well, listen to it, and then once you listen,
you gotta tell the people who's speaking first. And who's speaking. This is not happening.
I did already,
and people don't know. You gotta say who's speaking and what they're talking about. You just say
He talk about Yeke Koloba. He talk about assassination
audio, and then you can ask for clarity. Listen to the audio for a second, or you can wait until it come out.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. You can't keep the audio for them.
I mean, I'm just saying it's. All right, now I just messed up. Guys, keep going. Let me get it back on here, man. Come on.
Well, there's some audio supposed to be played, and Lofa Julius is saying that this audio is about people in the government threatening Yeke Koloba's life. So we are waiting to listen to the audio. Who is the person on it threatening the lawmaker, the representative's life? And so it can be exposed to the Liberian people, because it's very scary for people to be talking fairly about what's going on in the country, and for people to start to threaten their lives. So that's why we listen to it right now. Lufa is about to play that.
All right.
All right, bro, God, let's keep it going. I heard the presidential motorcade was moving today and it had an accident. It killed one person. Yeah, you ready?
Yeah. Okay, you got to hear it. Okay, you got to hear anything?
It's low.
Okay.
Give it some volume.
Okay.
Hello. Hello. Yeah, Mike, you were calling me yesterday and I just missed your call again. How are you, sir?
Let me tell you something. I don't want to lie to you. I'm a trained man from Russia. I spent 2 years in Russia. If you continue to be insulting the president, calling the president's name, I swear to Allah, we will be missionary to kill you.
For
If
true?
you're not happy, don't never trust me.
Okay, Mark. I'll be waiting. I will be waiting
If you're
for.
not happy, call me Maningo talk. If
Okay.
you continue to insult the president, we will kill you. I swear to God. Try
Okay.
it.
Okay,
I
Mark.
give 3 weeks from now, what's going to happen to you?
Okay, Mark.
You are a very foolish man. Why you being insulting the president every day?
Okay, Mark.
Why are you being insulting the president?
Okay, Mark. Okay, Mr. Minister.
Now, do you guys still really need me to state who was calling? Why was somebody calling?
You don't have to go like
Minister for Internal Affairs.
That's how
Government
let
Affairs.
it
He calling
come
your cat.
You never got it, man. We get to that.
No, but that's a serious thing,
Listen, right? Assistant Minister for
It is clear.
Internal Affairs.
It is clear.
Government
It is clear,
Affairs.
my brother. It's clear.
Mike
And I
Jabate.
think the president should move to dismiss it immediately.
Should dismiss it immediately.
The president is not associated with that. He should be
Mike
dismissed.
Jabate should be dismissed immediately. He should be fired.
Folks are saying I should play it again. If they want
He should be fired immediately. He should be fired.
I'll play it again. Let me play it again. This is
The president does not fire the man. They would think the president supporting it.
Hello. Hello. Yeah, Mike, you were calling me yesterday and I just missed your call again. How are you, sir?
Let me tell you something. I don't want to lie to you. I'm a trained man from Russia. I spent 2 years in Russia. If you continue to be insulting the president, calling the president's name, I swear to Allah, we will be missionary to kill you.
For
If
true?
you're not happy, don't never trust me.
Okay, Mark. I'll be waiting. I will be waiting
If you're
for.
not happy, call me Maningo talk. If
Okay.
you continue to insult the president, we will kill you. I swear to God. Try
Okay.
it.
Okay,
I give
Mark.
3 weeks from now, what's going to happen to you?
Okay, Mark.
You are a very foolish man. Why you being insulting the president every day?
Okay.
You see what happens when you give incompetent, spineless people jobs or give them opportunity. This is what happens. Now we are dealing with these kind of nonsense, and I can promise you guys on this platform, nothing will come out of my Jabates a threat. And these are some of the reasons why Yeka continued to say these people want to kill him. The evidence is right there. You're threatening a lawmaker that you will have in 3 weeks. You will have him killed. I'll let you guys go ahead and when I'm getting opportunity to chime in, I will.
Let me say this, right? We shouldn't say nothing come out of it because look, you know what we need to do? We'll talk about it. We'll reach out to all the major players. We'll reach out to them. Well, you get a president number, you send it to the president WhatsApp, the vice president, you send it to them, the justice minister, send it to all of them. And let's see the reaction. Because this is unacceptable in our political discourse. You saw what happened recently in America. In fact, you saw that even though you see the Democrats and Republicans, they are all at loggerheads, but they were united in their condemnation of what happened. To the extent where the Secret Service boss lost her job yesterday because they joined a bipartisan approach, called for her to be dismissed. And if you tell me that President Waka or Vice President Kun or Speaker Kofa or Pro Tem Yombly or Minister of Justice Tue and the Minister of Internal Affairs, will they hear this kind of audio and keep this man as a government official? Then Liberia will be then all of us will not safe. We're not safe. We're not safe. Look, personally, I will not insult the presidency, right? But there's no law in Liberia that says that on a free speech that you cannot, wherever you do, you liable for it. I mean, you can get in trouble for that. But it left for you your own decency. But to threaten somebody's life because the person insulting the presidency, I think is wrong. It should be condemned. We saw it 6 years ago. President Weah was one of the most insulted presidents in this country. He was insulted. Okay, everybody. I mean, Yeke as he threatened today. My Jabate was silent. All was silent. Will they sit down and allow this man to threaten a lawmaker, a sitting lawmaker, or threatened by a assistant minister? Guys, we have an obligation to reach out to the people, the authorities involved, and demand that this man be fired. He can't be considered a government official.
I think he should be fired. I think he should be even arrested for an attempted murder on a lawmaker. I think he should be arrested. And I think we need to investigate him further. He could be part of the missionary that killing people in Monrovia that innocent.
Exactly. Exactly, Peabody. You make a good point.
I think he should be arrested. I think he should be interrogated. He said that he's trained. He went to Russia for 2 years. He's going to have missionary to kill the lawmaker. I think the guy should be investigated. I think the guy should be, they should go further in the investigation because he probably involved in some of the innocent killing that taking place in Monrovia.
I think we should, if we could, let's place a call out to Yeke Koluba and see if he wants to speak to this issue. But this is a grave concern. I don't know about you guys, but right now I feel like I can't even think about going to Liberia with Yeke Koluba, who's a lawmaker. If he's being threatened this way, what about some of us who criticize this government as we do? You're not safe. I don't know about you guys, but
you're right. Lofa, you're right.
This is serious.
So let me speak to this though. The first thing is that we would like the president to condemn this. He needs to get on air by tomorrow to condemn this particular, because right now it's at night in Liberia. He needs to, out of his press secretary, somebody should come out and condemn this. Everybody live.
It should be done right now, Grace.
Around the world, we have freedom of speech. Everybody don't agree with how Yeke go about, but this is how he go about with his frustration of any government that in place. This has nothing with Yeke frustration. It really don't have really nothing to do with any individual. It's just that when you're not doing your stuff, I'm not trying to get him leeway here. He did it in CDC time. He condemned it and he did it with the best way he know how. But for this man to come and threaten this man, I don't understand how the man even became a deputy minister for anywhere. For this, the man even went to Honorable Benedict office the other day. I was watching on Facebook. He went there, took a picture with the man. Man, a post of the picture, lied, because we knew he lied when the man, when Honorable Benedict came out to say, what you said about me is a lie. You came and asked me to take a picture. I took a picture. Why do this man feel the need to really go this far? To try to bring other, especially the representatives, then down. That he threatened this man's life. This investigation.
I got Bakoroba on the line, please.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Lofa, you can start it.
Okay, you want me to play the audio again?
I think we heard it already, but he already heard it. Just you can start the questioning.
Oh, Honorable Koluba, welcome to the closing argument. Great to have you on here. Over the past couple of days, we've heard you address the issue of being threatened. In addition to that, recently your community was burglarized. Police officer allegedly walked away with properties from community dwellers. What do you make of that? And there's a leaked audio out there with Mike Jabate claiming to take your life, or threatening, to take your life. What do you make of it? Is this authentic? And if so, what do you intend to do about this going forward? He's breaking. Wow.
Julius,
Yeah.
let me say this. I don't have much of things. I could have responded to Mark coming to tomorrow. I'm actually leaving the country tomorrow, so I don't want to cast it. When I
Okay.
Joseph Boakai, the people will say you said something and left. When I come back, I'll respond to Joseph Boakai. That's a flare of the government. They want to kill me.
Is the Mike, quickly, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. Is the audio authentic? Is this authentic audio? Is this Mike talking to you? Is it authentic?
Yeah, he was just also trying to extend apologies, and the people coming to listen to it.
No, we're not going to accept the apologies. This is not what apologies with you. Yeah, the threat is too grave. There is no apology for this.
You can make it loud without hearing it clear. Without hearing it.
Yeah, we're not hearing you.
Yeah.
Okay, my actually coming yesterday. I think it was 7 minutes. Same thing. I was very busy. So listen to me. The police, somebody. After 2 will respond to Joseph Boakai.
But have you informed your police of the legislature? Are you informed? You inform the speaker and other members of the house?
Tomalin, let me call him on the
I
WhatsApp.
think you should, call him.
Send me the WhatsApp number.
This thing. They have to hold this man accountable for what he did. The man gave a time frame, and he said that Simpson said, and he said we will kill you, and he gave a time frame.
He said we will. He said we will kill you.
Yeah, he said we will kill you, and he gave a time frame on when they will kill him. So for them to say that he on another level apologizing doesn't make no sense. Apologize after you threaten somebody's life like that. And I like the way we are getting handled with the way you handle it. Very brilliant.
So Joseph Boakai is saying no.
And they have not even ensured any safety on the man's life right now. This is a threat out there. He's supposed to have
Chabatek can do it.
Tomalin, I want our audience to really hear Yeke Koluba on representing Yeke Koluba. Let me try calling him so he can come through the computer. Okay. Let me see here. Okay, I'm reaching out to him. Let him know I'm calling him right now.
Okay.
Yeah. This is the
Thank you. Let's okay, good. Let's hear from you on this thing. You go ahead, respond to the claim of assassination. Yet this individual is threatening you that he will take away your life. He said we will, not he will, but we will. Are you afraid of going forward? Go ahead.
You know, afraid of who?
I mean,
so the main on mission. They explain my Joseph Boakai and people. Julius, I'm actually leaving the country tomorrow for 1 week. So I cannot respond right now. When I respond to Joseph Boakai, the people say, I talk and run away. So you're please give me a chance, let me come back. When I come back, I told I came to the police before, right?
Yeah.
I think you have a video. They want to take another case to the police.
No.
I don't trust the police.
Wow.
The police
and he has the right to say that he doesn't trust the police.
They think they put the court, but people stay in jail. So do we have police that we can trust? I don't wait until police pay them. I'll respond to Joseph Boakai.
Tomalin, do you guys have any question for the representative while he's on?
Well, I want to find out from him whether his colleagues in the house are aware, the speaker and other members, are they aware of this? Have you made a formal complaint to them?
Somebody's calling you. Wow.
The police supposed to make sure that they on this man's life right away. This is ridiculous.
I know that Joseph Boakai want to kill me more than CDC people. And I've been saying this. The man said we. The man said we.
Yes.
So one man is we.
And this happened after the police raided, after the raider he placed it. Then this
after
happened.
the police raided your home, and then now this come out here. Grace, let's hear from you. Do you have a question for Representative Koluba?
I wanted to ask him. He said did he get to the police? Did the police ensure any safety for him right now? Because when your life is striking like that, even here in the States, as a common regular citizen, the people are same protection. So how is it that this man life being threatened is on a recording? The voice of the deputy minister is saying that the man is so annoyed and he's attacking the representative, verbally saying that we will kill you. He gave a time frame and everything, and they don't have any safety around this man right now. And the man said he did treating everything. Maybe Musa Benete need to come on because he is the chair for some security thing, right?
He's coming on just now.
Yeah,
okay, so let's hear from Yeke, Representative Yeke Koluba. I'm sorry, I continue to refer to you as Yeke, but so since Grace is asking, I mean. All right. Well, Grace is concerned. Have you been assured any form of security with the police since the incident at your home? And now this is in addition.
I do not tell the police that they never me. Reverend Koba is a gold runner.
Wow.
What have our country turned into, my people? This whole party, I don't get it. I really don't get it.
But if you take a guy like Mike Jabate and give him job, what do you expect? This guy is a criminal. He said it that he's a merchant. He was trained in Russia for 2 years. This guy appeared to be a notorious killer.
Whether he went through the training or not.
You should be fired.
Yeah, they can hear you. We can hear you. Go ahead, Representative Koluba.
Yeah. They say Ramo captured Ghana in show. Now Ramo get captured in the show. One. Right there. I watch me. If my son wants children too, then I want to respond to Baka. Don't wait, let me come back. I'll pick you up in 1 week.
Okay.
Yeah, well, come on, show.
After your response, we'll try to get you back on the show, Representative Koluba.
Yeah, I'm actually traveling tomorrow. I'll be back in 1 week.
Okay. Thank you.
There are a lot of things going on. I need to go straight down some things to come back.
Yeah, I'm well informed of that. But anyway, we'll wish you the best. We'll talk hopefully after here or when you return.
If this president is the president for
the
Republic of Nigeria, if Joseph Baka is the president of the Republic of Nigeria for all, not only for UP people, he will condemn this thing here and make sure that Mike Jabate is held accountable and he needs to be fired from his job for threatening a certain representative. Even if he is threatening a regular citizen, they should remove him because this is ridiculous. You can't have our country running like this. You cannot. You cannot. This is not fair to the Liberian people. That's why the people live in so much fear. You cannot. People have the right to express themselves. They have the right to do that.
It's traumatizing. I mean, I agree with Dabas and Tia. It's traumatizing and scary. And honestly, this guy should be fired by now. And I will send out audio to all the government officials that would know. We'll send it to them. Let them get it. Let me actually see the reaction to it.
I was senator human rights.
Everybody should have it. This guy should not even have a job right now.
I think I share it in the chat with you guys. It should be in there. You guys listen to it. I mean, it's scary. This is scary. We are looking at it as though it's just Yeke Koluba. But I want us to look at it from a perspective where this is a lawmaker. He's not an ordinary person. He's not an ordinary person. Not like you and I. Okay? Especially for some of us who go against this government consistently, we are out here calling out the ills. If Mike Jabate can be brave enough to threaten the life of a certain lawmaker, what about one Lofa Julius or Peabody or even since Chris? At least she was there recently. What happens the next time she decides to go back?
I had to be careful when I was there.
There you go.
I had police And son to me, I have to be very careful because the people crazy. Are you kidding me? Because somebody speak their mind and these certain things, then you are judging their life. You match up who you think you are. You don't own Liberia. Joseph Baka do not own Liberia. Liberia is owned by Liberians. We all have right in the country. They can choose how to express themselves the way he choose how to express himself.
If it
left for them to find a law that will stop him. You cannot threaten his life and threaten the lives of the people around him, because when you threaten him like that, the people that are supporting him around him, they are all being threatened. You want to bring chaos to our country?
If it left with me, to be honest with you, if it left with me, I said let's get the people.
Deputy Minister, you didn't have the experience to sit in that position, but because of party line, because you're a simple face.
I said noise in the back.
That's me.
I personally, if everybody chime in, I would say let's open up the phone line. Let's get the public reaction. The public reaction would tell us or tell the president what they hope to get from him. Let's just open the line for at least
let me just come in.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. No, I'm saying
I've been having some issues. Yeah, thank you, Judas. But this is very clear, and for me, too many was trying to suggest initially he don't think something. I'm very sure, as a kind of a person that been in advocacy back in little small politicians in our country, there's going to be action against this Nikompu. This Nikompu, there's going to be serious action against it now. The action is not going to come from the level of the president waiting to get rid of him, but it's going to come from the level of he's saying he was trained in Russia.
Yes.
And the Americans, so the Americans going to have concerns about that. So he's going to be dismissed from that perspective. There's going to be some pressure power on them to have him dismissed. It's one. He's a fool. He's a that's why I'm referring to him as the Nikompu. He's a fool. And it's important also to structure the process of putting people in private area that got some understanding of what they want to do and where they are heading from. You bring a grossly incompetent neophyte as an assistant minister for urban affairs, and he's on the phone with a certain representative threatening his life. Say he's trained in Russia. He want to verse as one of those whatsoever thing. Nonsense. And unfortunately, there's a guy that I know, he had never been to Russia before. And he said he never been. So you know how, that's why I refer to him as a Nikompu. He's never been to Russia before. You see how, why instead of you say go to school and learn, even those that didn't go to school when he do what he did. He'd never seen Russia before. Then he tried to align himself with the Russian secret service whatsoever that he was trained as a kind of a missionary to do things. Unfortunately for him, he put himself now in the public because Yeke is being very I may disagree with Yeke approach, but I would never come out open as an individual to say the kind of thing he said. That he said probably, and that's one of the things he said to me before. One of the time we were doing something, he called me on the phone. He said to me, man, I fought for Unimoke and learn. I thought he said to hell with you. Right? I thought he said to hell with you. Right? His approach, mechanism as a dumbfounded individual was sound the way he sounded. Unfortunately, he didn't know that he was even exposing himself. But I know, and every other person we understand the fact that he's never been to Russia before. I don't think he ever saw RIA airport before he was even.
But Peewee, that's not even the point. We don't even care whether he did.
I know. He's
the threat is too much.
Yes.
You cannot level threat on somebody like that. That means a representative. That president needs to come up and condemn this particular IE. He doesn't do. I have no respect for the man anymore.
No, they're going to dismiss him. I'm convinced they're going to dismiss him. In the next 2 hours, we'll dismiss him.
I'm sure he lost his job. But it's good to have the chairman of the House Committee on National Security. He's here. I'm sure he's concerned about that. But the question is, it's been more than 24 hours since this threat was made, and that no action have been taken. It's very concerning, and perhaps Honorable Musa Hassan Bilete, who has become one of the most vocal lawmaker, and he's been consistent in taking on issues of concern. Honorable Bilete, welcome. I'm sorry to bother you this 26th Eve, as you are. I'm sure you're on your way to your farm or somewhere. We have to stop you. That's what national duty calls for. So, you just heard a threat made to your colleague. And what do you say?
Well, in Liberia today, I guess there's no more surprises left.
Wow.
for me, I would think that the right thing to do is to wait for the president's action.
They won't let
At
gossip.
this, Chairman, what's up?
Chairman, I come on vacation home to be talking to talk on gossip. Oh yeah.
You're not letting me just step. I want to see what conversation I pick you. You're lead chairman.
Go ahead, Honorable.
Whenever please speak, yeah.
Sorry, guys.
So
I like this sweet.
It's difficult for me to be out of war, but on this one I am. For me, I think it's not acceptable. For the president to let the legislators to act on this one, it would be unfortunate. And at this point in time, his action is what the country awaits. But don't be surprised. As far as Yagi is concerned, I don't know about the death part, but that is, Donald Trump speaking to America. The racists love it. And the United Partisans, the fanatics, this is what they want to hear. Everybody is surprised. The young man has his motivation. I would be shocked if the president does not take action. The Joseph Baga that I know, that I've interacted with, will say something. I mean, I don't see it. I don't know what led him to it in the first place. This is Yeke as a lawmaker under the full protection of the Constitution, expressing himself. How that goes to the extent of threatening his life, and how does a member of the executive intervene in that process, knowing that we have several options available to us? I mean, we can call you and lock you up, and you will stay there as long as we are in session. We have the power to do that. We can declare vote of no confidence in you. But I think this one, I would expect the president to act. Now, it should not be Yeka writing the parliament. And I will ask Yeke in this public manner to refrain from making any further statement on this matter. That would be the right thing to do. I'm surprised he has not called me, because normally on this kind of issue, he will call me. But today, I have not seen any call from him, which is very strange. But I think he should refrain from making any statement on this. And let's give the president of the Republic of Liberia, who is the head of the executive and the head of the government, to see what he can do or what he feels is right. The sentiment within the United Party, the sentiment in the president's office will be counter to any action against Mark Jabate. I would be surprised if he has not received congratulatory calls.
Oh my God.
I mean, let's talk so we talk so. Some people are intolerant. I mean, this is the man that we were just celebrating on our stage, on the CPP stage, on the United Party stage. Is doing the same thing to another president. How can you can't tolerate that president? I want to see, I really want to see. As chairman of national security, we will make a formal request for the police tomorrow to provide security to Yeke, and we will hold the police responsible to keep him safe. That's the least we can do. But the unfortunate thing is that we are in a system where 80% of the people that are running government have governmental experience. And yet, freedom of speech, in the face of the Table Mountain Declaration, will now make a man's life to be in danger. It's unfortunate. You respect this from, quote unquote, the old regime. You will say, oh, see, these people are fanatics. I'm not taking myself out. We were celebrating Yeke, causing the very same cause on the stage that Joseph Baga was on. Then you don't want to tolerate that person for doing it to you. And that with all the different people in town, the junior minister comes. So we'll see. I didn't think that he expected Yeke to recall him. I didn't think so. The Russia part, I agree with my friend and brother. I mean, I not even crossed the Atlantic Ocean. So to say he's going to Russia, no, I don't think so. I think he just want to make. But it will be interesting to know who are the we. It will be interesting to know, to see even the police action, not just the president action against Mark. But when someone threatens another person's life, the way he has done, actually is expected of the police. So we will formally inform the police in writing tomorrow to make sure that Yeke gets the security he deserves. He's a lawmaker, and there's a Table Mountain Declaration. I mean, hear me here. You had talks, hoodlums, insulting me, my president, and my friend Ben Sanvee for 3 years in this country. We did nothing. We never even punched anybody. We never stopped talking to them. Then all of a sudden, because if you can say Baga is X and Baga is Y, how is that supposed to hear you? Then you want to send somebody to threaten the man. It's bad. It's bad. It's not acceptable. And it must be dealt with swiftly before it reaches us. If the president wants to save Mark Jabate's job, he needs to act. Because when his representatives summon him, you must just go face the date of post-target.
Go ahead, Ben.
You know what, Alafia? Alafia Musa reaction. So you know, first of all, thank you. You know, my friend Mark Jabate, Mark is, I'm just sorry for Mark,
Yeah.
I'm just sorry for him. I'm sorry for him, not because of what he did, but because Mark know how much hell he was catching for the last couple of years. And for him to get an opportunity to be named as an assistant minister, getting a chance to serve in the government, because unfortunately for him, he's going to lose his job. I know that. This is I don't think there's any way around it, right? He's going to get fired. I'll be surprised if they don't even fire him tonight.
because we live in the social media age, right? This is not, or and Lemusa said, I don't think he expected Representative Koluba to record him. Regardless of the fact, first of all, making terrorists, because that's a terroristic threat. That's what it's defined as when you threaten to take the life of someone. Under our laws, it's called terroristic threat. It's a crime. He can be arrested, or probably should be arrested, or the police should probably even call him in, because he didn't only say, he was explicit in what he will do.
He said, "We
sounded
will."
like a plan. There's a plan that's already in motion.
In 3 weeks.
And
he said, we will kill you.
Sorry for Mike, because Mike has been CIA. Because I remember one time he told me we were working with the CIA.
Man, that's fun.
This is not Mike. And I'm not trying to make light out of.
Let us not make light of this situation, though. Right? Let us not make light of this situation.
Let's see. And let me tell you why I'm doing this. Because they want to jam Joseph Boycott. And I jam them, right? Secondly, all of the things that Yeke say, I don't agree with the way he said it. I mean, some of the things he talked about are legitimate issues that he raised. But I don't agree with his method. I didn't agree with it when he did it to President Weah. I don't agree with it now. But guess what? Yeke Koluba, Representative Yeke Koluba, is protected under the law.
Yeah.
We decriminalize speech in the country. So he can say anything he wants to say. The only thing is that he shouldn't threaten or make, or cause bodily harm on who his words are targeted towards. But when President Weah signed the Table Mountain Declaration, the free speech was decriminalized. So I don't understand, and this is a testament again, like Musa said, to the overzealousness. Some of these people, I keep telling them, now poor Mike, they're about to fire him. He's gone.
He's not poor. He's rich.
There is nothing poor about him.
No, Ben, don't say poor Mike.
Y'all listen.
This man is not poor.
But
you're doing the same thing because when I'm my own opinion.
No, that own opinion.
But smoke it privately.
I got my opinion.
It's okay. You can smoke it privately, but we'll not allow you to do it.
And the reason I say so is because I know I hear they say he was on that work already apologizing. Because I'm telling you, let me tell you what has happened. I think Mark's entire life now flashed before his face. He understands what is about to happen to him. And he understands that the people who originally maybe were clapping for him, they're probably not even going to answer his calls again. But again, like I said, I do agree with every single one of you. Something needs to happen, and that thing needs to be him losing his job. The police needs to call him in. They need to. You can't just go around spewing and talking and speaking the way you speak, especially when you are a minister, assistant minister in the government, and then worst of all, targeted towards a member of the national legislature. You may not like Yeke all you want. Yeke is an elected official of the national legislature. He was sent there by his people. So it's just sorry. It's a sad day.
Ben, let me ask you a quick question, right? Let me ask you a quick question, and then hopefully you can add this to your conclusion. Does this validate Yeke Koluba's statement that he's being targeted and they want to kill him? As a matter of fact, there's a coup being planned, and all of these things. Can this be considered a part of the plan?
Absolutely.
Well, listen, at this point, when you have an assistant minister coming up and saying these things to him, you can't rule it out. You can't rule it out.
Yeah,
because
but anything, the statement of a coup being planned is reckless.
What when you say a coup being planned, what you say about a coup being planned? Who said a coup was planned?
Somebody just said that.
Yeah, I did, right? Because Yeke stated this on another network. But now we're hearing this.
A coup, what does a coup have to do with somebody killing him?
That could be part of the plan.
Oh, you mean that's a plot to kill Yeke?
Like a plot to kill him?
That was his accusation.
Yeah, that's not what I was responding to. When Lofa said that Yeke said,
let me make the clarity.
Coup in the making.
Right.
No,
Let me
that coup
make
is
it
to
clarity
kill
because
him.
I'm here. Right. I'm still alive. I can make clarity on statements made. He said on another network that there is a plan in the making, okay, to carry on the coup. So can one say that
a coup against who?
Against folks in the government.
No, but no, listen, no, but
He said, well, okay, specifically, he said the current vice president. If
well, no, but that's far-fetched. That's for me, that's reckless. I mean,
I wouldn't consider it far-fetched because what if? Okay, go ahead.
Well, Lofa, what does a coup? And I don't think we should deviate from what we're discussing here. What does a coup
not
have
at
to
all.
do with somebody threatening with what's his name with Mark Jabate threatening Yeke?
What if the Russian assassin is there to eliminate Yeke to give him easy access to where he wants to get?
You know, I beg you, man. Don't
getting
give
confused
me
here.
don't give me hard time today, man. What does Yeke have to do with a coup being planned? So if you can, if let's just say hypothetically, if you come in to kill Yeke, when you kill Yeke, does it amount to a coup? Does
No,
Yeke have to keep
it doesn't. It doesn't. But here's what it is, though, because he is actually supporting the idea of the possibility of Jeremiah Cohen presidency, and they are against it. That's what this man is saying.
Wait. Okay. Sorry. You know, again, like I said, I don't want to run in circles.
Okay.
Is Yeke supporting Jeremiah Cohen to become president? Is that what you're
Exactly.
saying?
That's what Yeke said.
Well, how can Yeke be supporting Jeremiah Cohen to be president and Joe Boyka is president? How is that? What does that have to do? I'm trying to find a correlation.
But in the same situation, Yeke also notified the public that President Boyka is due to travel out of the country for an extended period of time, with the possibility of him not returning.
Listen, I don't know about that. I
don't know, but I heard it on
I
another
don't
network.
want us to lose. I don't want us to lose focus. I don't want us to lose focus on what we're discussing. I don't think there's a coup being planned. I don't know of a coup. I hope there's no coup being planned. We live in a democracy. The president was elected. We anticipate President Joe Boyka will serve out his 6-year term. If he wants to run for re-election, he will run for re-election. The issue we're discussing here today has to do with this threat on Yeke's life. But again, like I said, I want to call on the president to immediately dismiss Mike. I think what Mike did, there should be consequences when you listen. You have to be. There are consequences for the decisions and the actions that you take. You can say you're sorry all you want, but guess what? You are not an ordinary person. When you come and you call someone and you call a member of the national legislature, someone a strong vocal critic of the current administration, and you say specifically to him that if he continues to insult the president, which by the way is no law, there's no law that was broken. If you insult the president, there's no law that you break when you insult the president. President is a public official, he's a public figure. Free speech is decriminalized. We may not agree with him insulting the president, but he's exercising his right under the Constitution of Liberia for free speech. I think Mike should lose his job. I think
there's something, Ben. There's something when you say that we expose the president to some national security problem. There's still a law on the book in our.
So that's what I'm saying. Then when that comes into play, Peewee, the relevant government authorities, law enforcement authorities should take action. But with that being said, I think Mike is. I mean, I think he literally put his foot in his mouth on this one. He will bear the consequences, and at the end of the day, it's just a sad day. Yeah.
And the thing is, I think that Yeke, looking from the outside, because we from the outside we're looking in, Yeke uses this his rhetorics, whether his rhetorics or his narrative, he uses it to actually like a coping mechanism, because there is so much threat on this man's life, because he speaks what he's supposed to. He wants to speak about what's going on in the government. He expresses himself in a way that is best known to himself. So his life is always just threatened. So he uses this as a coping mechanism to always talk on the president. God, listen to his last when they raided his area for no apparent reason, and he was saying that he would not go after Gregory Cuomo. He would not go after the police. He's going straight after the president because they know what they're doing. So this man is, although he's a strong and kind of brave guy, but he's a human being that is afraid for his life. I mean, people got to understand that this is not right for the country. We don't care if Mike Jabate, people feel sorry for him at this point in time. before you open your mouth to say things to people, you have to think, regardless of whether you are in a position or not. Even as a regular citizen, you don't go around and just start to threaten people's life. You know, people got families, they got people that love them. Well, all Yeke complaints and stuff like that, he has people that love him. He has a base in that, bro, that really like what he's doing because of the unfortunate situation in the country. Nobody to really talk for the people. The political leaders want to leave, but they don't want to speak. They don't want to condemn. They sit in the back and wait until 2029 to come and say they want to run for president. So Yeke is the only person that really talking for the people.
Yeah, but I let me come in and protest that statement. I have in my own way being loud. I'm not being cousin like Yeke, but I've been speaking on every issue in this country.
But you
there's
are
not
the
a
one that
single
said,
issue.
He said the threat master just went to your office and took picture with you and posted it on Facebook. We saw that he was trying to say
Yeah. But all I'm protesting is that now Yeke alone that has been standing up to this government in the legislature.
Oh, you have been.
Yes.
Well,
and
a
few other, you know, they may not be, you know, having access to all these networks, but there are a few others that have been, you know, quite robust, and almost on every issue I've taken a position. What I will not do, you know, and maybe it's our individual differences, I will not go the route that Yeke is going, and maybe it's out of frustration that he's going there. But I've continuously, you know, protested the action of this government on almost everything.
Because and I agree with you because we know that you have been doing it. What I'm saying, because Yeke level is kind of different. You come in another form. And Yeke come in this form and that he speaks out and he uses insult words and things like that. But I'm saying that I think he does that because he has a way to cope. That's a coping mechanism way of doing it because of his rhetoric or his narrative, that the way he come out to the public. So his life being threatened more and more. So he has to speak all this, you know, viciousness into the society because his life being threatened. So except you want to tell us your life has been threatened since you've been talking. We don't know that.
You can't threaten my life. What do you want to do to me? I'm fully protected.
I mean, I hold detail.
Yeah, anything you got, I got more. Nothing.
You know, it's just unfortunate that he found himself in the line. I have interacted with this guy, and that's why I say it's unfortunate again. It's time we need to prop ourselves and know what we want to say. He's not regretting. If you had to place a call to him, I would try to go in and he would say, you'll call everyone to start begging on his behalf. But this is kind of a line. This is a policy structure process. You as an assistant minister saying that it's a blow to himself and to if the president doesn't take decision against him, it's going to prove that the president is in line with his thought process. And that's ugly. It's wrong. It's totally, and that's one of the things I said to him before. I said, my dear brother, to go on social media and just say things and people listen to you, it won't help you. One day this will plunge you into a problem. If you are just, even as an ordinary civil, where he was in advocacy, then this statement would have been seriously condemned. It's a condemnable statement. It's wrong. It's outside the box. We cannot do that and to allow yourself into our modern democracy. There's a blow to our democratization process. You don't come and say you want to use the government institution to weaponize that to go against other folks. And you know, any other person communicating today with Yeke Koruba, if you are into the government, as soon as that call hit him, if he's not in the position to recall you, he wouldn't answer. He will put himself in the position appropriately because it's evident that he believes someone was going to say something. He will use that as a defense mechanism for him. So I would expect him. He don't have to get trained to know those things, or government official to know those things. They have to understand clearly. And the very man, yesterday he was supporting Yeke Koruba. There was a time he joined the wagon with Yeke was saying all those things. Yeke may be one of those person may come with a regular thought process. The way I don't share his thought process, I don't share his approach mechanism, but that's the way he believes. If he, as we said, if he comes from the public, it got some relieving therapy for him to say those things. But it is acceptable? No. I would want to call Yeke now. The fact that we are saying this guy should be dismissed, the last time he makes some terrible regular statement against the first lady and her husband, the president of the republic. He needs to desist from those things. Or in that, the fact that we decriminalize this thing, but there can be some civil consequences towards people that will make it kind of alternative. You don't have to be. We don't have to say you mentally demented or having some serious problem to make this kind of reckless statement against a woman who, for instance, and integrates yourself. Sometimes you hear the last time there was a way I approached one of the females. You say you didn't like that and other thing. I would also like to call on you to condemn Yeke when he made this kind of a reckless statement, particularly against the first lady the last time when he said those things. No one condemned those things, and it's ugly. It is not acceptable. If he were to come in the middle of kind of statement, he's person that got wife, he got mother, he got girls, children. You cannot be speaking that kind of a condescending way to women, particularly our first lady of the Republic of Liberia and the past first ladies and the rest of that. Even the former vice president of the of our country. The way I met him before, I told him, yeah, the way we all from Lofa, we all may be traditionally oriented. The way you spoke about the vice president, if I were around you, I would attack you and punch you in the face. I said that to him. Because I knew everything he said about Joe Howard Taylor were all blatantly mischaracterized. It was not hope of a person. And he said those things. And people hail him for that. He needs to now get to understand that we have to pull him to the point where he should know some of those things. There should be some checkpoint to him. He can be a lawmaker speaking in a reckless manner and rest of that, insulting other people's personality, particularly women. High-earned people that earn high profile for themselves in the Republic of Liberia. Women, our sisters, our mothers. We have to call him to order.
We understand what you're saying. We have to call him to order. Whatsoever he said against the first lady, I did not hear that. I also did not hear the things that the amount of insults that he leveled against the previous vice president. I don't be listening to those kind of things because I have zero tolerance for this. I am the president of the Women Advocacy Network International. People who know me know I take this very seriously. So although this is not the topic, I don't think he should be doing that. But it's a whole nother show we can have of that. Right now, we are saying that there's a threat that's been leveled on this man's life. And because he's been threatening, all of us have been threatened right now. I was just in Liberia. I sit on this platform and I speak my mind. He could come after me and say he want to kill me too because I say maybe the president did not do something right. Is it fair for the society? Is this fair for our people? At this point in time, we don't want no level of begging that the agriculture minister went to the representative, the House of Representatives, and he committed a crime. And because he begged and he had a gentleman agreement in our place, they let him go. They say, oh, the man begged, they let him go. This time, this man should not go. This has to do with the society of Liberia. We cannot teach our children that these things are okay for people to level threats on people's life and they can just walk because they beg or because they know the president or they support a unity party. We are not going to let Liberia society be that kind of way. We are not going to sit here and allow it to happen. For me personally, I'm going to write against this thing to the international community. I'm going to write against it. I'm going to report this and I will send the audio to them that this is what is going on in Liberia.
You want his full name? Mike?
Well, what I can say is that
so great.
What Ben just said is coming. I'm telling you, maybe before tonight we'll hear Jawata will be gone because right now if you notice the numbers started to go up just now. People are watching the show now. People in the government have been informed about this, and some of them just hearing this audio. I never knew. Some of them just hearing it, and
yeah, it just happened not too long ago. It was not 24 hours. I hear people keep talking about, oh, it happened 24 hours. That's not true.
Lofa, you want to play it again? Somebody's asking.
I'll play it again. Let me play it again.
Watching the show now. Watching the show.
The president has to demonstrate leadership in this thing.
No, but I can tell you though.
They're going to be a question of this message.
Let me share out here so people can see this here.
You're quite a chairman bed to be sitting here as well.
You know what about it? Oh,
Musa Mark, remember what about it?
No. If you are the party member, we're going to expect him tonight.
The message is an affiliate member.
No, but I was grateful for making a point, and I wanted to just say something about that. The kind of sentiment and the attitude that the Unity Party has, I am not expecting Mark to be severely punished. First,
Chairman, can you wait a little bit?
Yesterday, I just missed your prayer again. How are you, sir?
Goodbye, not clear.
Not to you. I'm a trained man from Russia. I spent 2 years in Russia. If you continue to be insulting the president with the president name, I swear to God, I'm going to kill you. You don't have to trust me.
Okay, man. I'll be waiting
If
for.
you are happy, tell me, man, you if you continue to insult the president, I will kill you. I swear to God. I can tell you what's going on.
Okay, man.
You are so foolish, man. Why are you being insulting the president every day?
Okay, man.
Why are you being insulting the president?
Okay, man. Okay, Mr. Minister.
Mr. Benete, you were saying something. Can you complete what you were saying?
So what I was saying is that for me, I always try to go on the legal side. I'm not sure whether there is a defined law. This is more of a moral issue than a violation. So when someone threatens someone, the law is not too harsh on that because the action has not taken place. I think you understand what I'm talking. However, it will require. This is where leadership comes in. This is the true call to true leadership, because this should be the moment. I'm sure you all can remember there in America when a guy tried to denigrate Obama, and the late John McCain took the mic for him and said Obama is a good man, and if this is how you want to vote for me, you don't have to vote for me. If Joe Biden wants to reconcile this country, he has to take action. But I would be surprised if he takes the action that you guys want him to take. I'll be very surprised. First of all, my people, every one of you in this place, when you go home every night, pray for this country. There's something wrong here. All these things you're talking about, so after 1 week, you're not here. This country is turning into something. So I believe that the party is aware of that. They will just maybe, I don't even know what they will do. Maybe they will suspend him for a couple of months and then put him there, because they like the fact that somebody, it may not be, unfortunately, the person is a government official, but they like the fact that in that manner, quote unquote, somebody scared the hair out of your head. Trust me, Grace, you don't know the United Party mentality. If you define narcissism, that they're over there, they care less about anybody else. Anybody who tell you, Tomalin, that they are condemning Mark. So what happened to them coming on Facebook to condemn? You not hear anyone of them condemning? They were not. These are narcissists. That's who they are. They were not. And if you see a letter, people going, I can imagine right now people going around the president and say, yeah, Mark that man in front of the president. Don't be surprised. So the president will say, but why would you do it, man? Man ain't do nothing. You will see it.
But to uphold the value of the democracy in the country, he needs to do something.
You will not do it. I'll be surprised. Yes.
I want to share this. I want to share this video. The fact that
you
mentioned. Let's listen to what was said here.
We're scared. We're scared of an Obama presidency, and I'll tell you why. I'm concerned about someone that cohorts with domestic terrorists such as Ayers.
I have to tell you, he is a decent person and a person that you do not have to be scared as President of the United States. Now, Now, look, I
got to ask you a question. I do not believe in. I can't trust Obama.
This is Omar talking about.
I have read about him, and he's not. He's an Arab. He is not. No.
No, ma'am. He's a decent family man, citizen that I just happen to have disagreements with on fundamental issues, and that's what this campaign is all about. He's not. Thank you.
This is my kind of Republican president.
Nice leadership.
This is what kind of conservative.
So you're really trying to compare that thing you can do in Liberia to the thing?
Oh yeah, Ben, why not?
Why not? People leave me, man. Why not? Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Peewee,
let
me tell you something. Let me tell you something. See that one me and you can make flour. When you let her live in your own reality when it comes to Liberia. I am a realist. We are far away from that kind of politics. I have stood on this show and I said over and over to you that Musa on this show. If the people of District Number 7 had listened to the narcissists, like he said, the things they used to say about him, the people of District Number 7 by now will be regretting and they will have lost good representation. Our politics is nowhere near that decency. Trust me.
But Ben, you know why I agree with what the guy posted, John? You know why I agree with him quickly? You know why I agree with him? We do those things, and I like what Julius did. It's a reminder to us to bring the human side. What we don't.
But this is my point to you.
We can incorporate that in our thought process.
So why you call incorporating what thought process? You have a situation where the country, the politics that has been inserted in the country, is one where people can insult each other. You can cost the person man. You can cost the person power. At the end of the day, they say, "Oh man, it was your politics. It was your politics." Oh, let's forget that thing, man. So for me, it's that culture that has been encouraged. Look at what happened to Alexander Cummings in the last election. Look at what happened to him.
You know. But you know, there's a reminder now. What the late senator of Arizona that I really admire, and I even interacted with in 2016, what the senator did in 2008.
Yeah.
We want the president of the Republic of Liberia to move now to say, hey, this is not part of my process. I'm not aligned with the nonsense that came from Mike Jabate and immediately dismissed.
And I'm hoping that he do it.
Yeah, and that's why I said we should do this. And
I'm hoping that he do it. But Musa had just said that he's not holding his breath.
Yeah. You saw what the senator did, right? The senator took the mic from her. He said, "No, ma'am, he's a decent man."
So you wait, are you trying to say?
No,
are you trying to say you say your guy is a decent man?
JBO said, your guy is, ma'am, he's one of our compatriots. We disagree in politics, but you cannot go after his life. So I will dismiss you.
Man. Right now, as I'm speaking to you, the thing that comes from you people more right now is say, they're not one more crazy man. Watch it.
We're gonna talk about decency.
I mean, we should use that as a reminder to them, Ben. I know that we can't do it, but we should use that.
Can I ask a question here, though? Why it is true that the president may not act based on the statement made? I think Representative Musa Hassan Bedede is well capacitated to take action in the best interest of Liberia and the people that he represents. Would that be a factual statement if I were to say we should also
it's a factual statement, but
Lofa, I can tell you right now that if President Boga don't act, we will act.
But when you act, listen, even when you act, the person don't want a year to die will go nowhere. Yes,
not true. There are a few things we can do.
What you do?
Collecting and locking up.
And you got time limit to that.
And you will be, you will be there. Wait. You will be there until we go to recess.
Yes.
That's the least that we can do.
Then you get him out.
Yes.
You get him out, right? And let's say your other option is vote of non-confidence. The president said, I'm not adhering to that.
But vote of non-confidence is a useless effort.
It's a useless effort. Thank you.
Vote of non-confidence is a useless effort.
Yeah. My thing here is to send the message out there what Honorable Musa Hassan Bedadi and other in his rank will be telling the president is we have an equal or functioning balance. I hope to have.
That is exactly talking to them.
Okay, it don't matter, but at least the message will go across.
It's not
because again, remember this. Remember this here. This is a legacy. The issue of like President Boycott will be remember his kids. Somebody said this during the past election. Said President, we are kids may not even obtain a city mayor position anywhere based on his dismal performance from the previous time. So the possibility here.
And that person was wrong. That person was also wrong.
Okay, that's what you can think. You can think so.
You try to impute that here on the show.
You can think so. You can think so. But I'm telling you that the possibility of that happening is slim. And here what we want. If President Boycott fails, as we are expecting, I think President Honorable Musa Bedadi and his colleagues should do something to send the message out there. So some of us can empathize in that. While it is true that Darius DeLong, Youngbley Conga Lawrence, and other people will remain mute on this, others are willing to stand up, even though they're in separate house and representing the people. I remember when Darius DeLong, when he attempted entering the stadium, simply because they attempted charging or whatever they did to him, Darius DeLong was on every radio station here complaining how they were threatening his life. They wanted to kill him. They were threatening he couldn't be around the person. Up until now, since the incident took place at Yeke Koluba's home, I am yet to hear Darius DeLong say a word. DeLong was almost the first on site every time something happened to Yeke Koluba during President Weah's regime.
Because you're right.
Okay, my question. I have a question.
Okay, let's be fair here.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
So, Honorable Bedadi, the last time we checked, when the agriculture minister went to your office came to your House of Representatives, he got a slap on his hand and he will let go. So what power do you have personally, or maybe it has to be a joint thing for you to make sure this man go to prison? Are you able to make that decision on your own, or are you going to rely on the rest of the people in the house again for this man to get a knock on his chest and say, you know what, you did good? And they will let him go again. So how do we trust you in this process?
Look, let me say this, because we do have power to do a lot of things. Number one, at the community level, we can request the police to give Yeke Koluba police security, and we will do that. Okay, that will be done. The second thing is that on this one, I can tell you the legislature will be united in their action against Mike Dabate, threatening a lawmaker. You know, there will be no question. Well, I'm happy that this conversation here is being recorded. The president will not do anything to Mike Dabate. Nothing. Because, look, the way in which Yeke has been pounding on Joseph Baga, they've been contemplating reaction. You know what I'm saying? They've been contemplating reaction. And if Mark said, I was just tired with the way he been insulting my president, I mean, I just want to do something that will make him to stop. He will get sympathy within the government.
But is it the right thing to do? What is the right thing that society demands that the president do when these kind of things happen?
The right thing in this, the only thing.
Okay, go ahead.
The only thing right now that can be done for Yeke action is administrative action. And only the president of the Republic of Liberia can take that action. Wow. Because, you know, this statement, there is a law already that has been passed that anything someone say, they can say it, including saying that I will kill you. The law does not necessarily hold threat as action. It is a threat.
What
can happen?
I beg to differ with that.
Yeah, I know you will. What can happen is that when you threaten somebody's life, the law immediately call you and ask you questions and tell you that this man's life is in your hand. If anything happens to him, we'll hold you responsible for it. But if you go to court, it's not fair, it's not a good law to say, you know, people threaten to kill me. There's no law as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, but the Tewab Martin Declaration is clear. The Tewab Martin Declaration is also talked about decriminalizing on public. Why? I come in 1 minute, sir. I come in 1 minute, Chief. What the Tewab Martin is clear on also is that active threats, the steps you move in, threat on someone's life. For example, if I say, God forbid, I say I want to do something to Grace, that I'm only recording on that. That's what I said. No, I just said, right? I'm going to do X, Y, Z things to this person. Okay, sorry for that. If I'm going to do this, or if I'm going to say I'm going to do something to Sylvester Peewee, I'm on recording saying I'm going to do that. The Table Mountain Declaration does not support that. The government should move and take action immediately. So the issue about public officials.
So Sylvester,
yes,
I wrote that back. I agree with you.
Yes.
The point I'm trying to make, though, that the punishment for what Mark Jawate did is not very severe on our book.
I agree.
It's not severe. That's why I say it is only a moral action, a call to leadership that can result into him being suspended or losing his job. If you look at all the things that Yeke been saying against Joseph Barker, I can tell you right now, you must go to this sound. Joseph Barker will not do nothing. You will say, Yeke caused my wife, Yeke caused me, Yeke caused my mom. He will not care about Mark Jawate. And you will also say something. You will say, people know that Mark Jawate is not able to do nothing to Yeke.
So, Chief, you will agree now. We all here on this platform will agree tonight that when Donald Trump leveled that statement against Africa, they were referring to like brother number one that it's a shithole country. You all agree to that tonight?
No, I don't agree with that.
Okay, so how can you explain to me why you don't agree to that?
I don't agree with that. First and foremost, we are not shithole people.
I want to ask you why you disagree with that.
Grace,
because if the president cannot take away his feelings to make a decision for society to move forward, people like Mike to threaten people like us who talk against the government, regardless of how you can put it out there.
Grace, I understand your frustration, but on this one, you and I have to agree. America is worse than Liberia.
Of course.
America is trying to elect a man who tried to overthrow their democracy and turn it around.
Oh, yes.
And call people and came in the Capitol building, killed 3 policemen. This one is just a threat.
The same man told
killed 3 policemen.
Women all over the world. You see
that? It killed. Mark Jawate made a threat, which Joseph Barker should act on. But what I'm saying is, if you look at the level of advancement in the United States, that country, half of them should be in a position to put that man off it. I'm sorry, Mama. America ain't got no space in the other discussion.
But I never talk about America. I just say, are you people? I'm not comparing. I just say, are you people?
But also, the way our country behaves, I don't agree with the man who described us, but the description fit us. Whether we like it or not, that description fit us. What are we doing here?
But
if I could please, first of all, I see how we want to make the comparison to the dismal performance of government officials in Liberia to that of individual decisions when it comes to the electoral process. You can't make that decision. We are talking about leadership here, all right? First of all, in the case of Donald Trump, the system here works. The judiciary system works. When Donald Trump went to court,
Supreme Court
so let me just say this. Okay, what do you mean? They went through the process. There was a reason why. There was a reason why.
The Supreme Court just said the man enjoyed militants.
Tomalin, whether or not the case may have been dismissed, he went through the process. Similar thing is rarely done in Liberia. Had President Boycott been involved in anything, there have been permanent government officials who have been involved in whether it had to do with killing other people or anything, even mere accusations that have been made. The police are rarely involved in investigating those incidents. So we cannot compare the United States to Liberia. I see why we will want to make this comparison so that we can provide ourselves extra room, that vacuum to say, yeah, they're not so bad, we are not so bad. But the reality is this. Based on the comparison that we're trying to make here, this is a leader who is performing dismally, and the system would not check him. As compared to had Donald Trump done anything, the system will be there to check him adequately, and the people will act accordingly. So we cannot make this comparison here. President Boycott is doing things that he understands the people will buy into. And these are the kind of things that we should actually resist. Going forward, other people may want to come and serve in that capacity or ability. You may want to put your hands up and say, I want to be a president. What we expect of you is to set that precedence so other people after you would not follow. So I disagree with you.
It was sometimes difficult in many years that if you try to do this kind of a comparison, are they comparable in our thought process? People will say, some people will say yes, some people will say no, but sometimes we'll be pushed and constrained to come and draw that line, right? How can we juxtapose this? For instance, here in the United States, the beacon of democracy globally, you expect a president of this country will send his surrogates to make this kind of a same threatening and same comment from Mark Jabate. For instance, Paul Manafort is in jail today. Most of you go and need them from Donald Trump with threatening to kill other people. Then the very man that is almost going to be the next president, hopefully not, of this country, will come in and buy into that and express the same, and he acquiesces those things. Now, the reason why I'm totally disagree with his thought process about, and we don't, and disagree also with Mr. Ability, that description does not fit us because we are not shithole people. Now, if you were to go and sit and analyze the issue, the statement deeply, as the meaning of a shithole nation of people, and when it does not fit us, the man that said that he's one of the erratic leaders of all time in the world, he's not respected by many, no serious person, and that's one of the reasons why sometimes I sit and say the comparison will work because the way the Americans in their number would behave also. That's the kind of a way it will happen, right? Why you think yesterday, the hearing from both congressional side, they pushed for the Secret Service chief to resign. Why? Because most of those civilized people that from the Democrat and part of the Republican, the Democrat joined in this time around and believe that what the 20 years ago did was terrible. And there was a there was a massive security failure. Yes, we have done it before. Now, there have been time, Madam Eddie Johnson Sirleaf administration, the deputy chief of the EPS, Darlington, he was involved in an altercation with a female on the bottom of the exit sport page, where the wounded, one of his security, seriously wounded that female. Madam Sirleaf dismissed in less than 2 hours into that altercation when it spread on social media, right? She set the record. We got some leaders that are civilized, that will act in keeping with the Constitution. What Madam Sirleaf did at the time as President of the Republic of Liberia, she used Article 50 and Article 56 of the Constitution, giving her the right right, to immediately dismiss the deputy EPS chief at the time. And we were in advocacy. I'm one of those that were the first person to align on that issue. I have met the president a day before that saga. No, the day after that saga. And when she asked the question, how do you think my decision of dismissing my deputy? And I said, my president was timely. And she said, yes, I have known him as a young man working with me for a very long time. But I couldn't countenance what he did to the young woman. So we have done some good things back in our country. Our leaders have been exemplary in terms of exhibiting good leadership.
We have elected,
we are talking about the last
woman
6 years
as president. America is yet to do that.
You know, and yeah, so it can happen in some cases, and I can want to say something. I will do that as a
you see somebody on the platform saying that honorability not taking it seriously at all. Somebody said they say you're not
But you know something?
seriously.
Let me say this, right?
Grace, you know why I'm not taking it seriously?
What?
Because the man who's supposed to act, he's not going to do anything.
But you know,
take it from me.
Let me say something.
No, I
right?
think he's going to do something.
Yeah, let me say something. My Jabate boss, his boss, he threatened to kill someone, and he was still confirmed. He was appointed and confirmed.
Oh, yes, yes.
Okay. The Minister of Internal Affairs, the man openly threatened to kill someone. He's out, you murder the person, and the Senate, the senators, all of them. I don't blame them. I don't
people.
I don't think none of the senators went to white and confirmed me. So all the senators, they voted to confirm this man.
Somebody, what his name?
Trump said he could stay on Fifth Avenue. That's how you do comparison, right?
Yeah, we are coming.
On Fifth Avenue. No. Y'all don't get moved to this. Don't be our country and other things. The country you're living, the leader do the thing. We don't hear y'all say those things. Trump said he was staying on Fifth Avenue. Listen, Trump said he was staying on Fifth Avenue and kill people that elected him president.
That's why someone can never support Donald Trump. And I mean, I tell you the truth. He will not win. I don't care what to do. He will not win. I don't get on to it anyway.
Let's get back. Let's get back to Liberia. Let's get back to Liberia where the system doesn't work.
The system sometimes do it, and we always it's not working. We've been there.
What is Minister of Internal Affairs? What is his name?
Princess Aklia Yimane.
Princess Numani. Man, openly threatening somebody to kill the person, and everybody been a public outcry. But President Boga normally never been Minister of Internal Affairs. And our senators there, they went. We saw the live confirmation. They confirmed the man. So you think my director? He said, "Well, my boss threatened to kill somebody, appointed him stay. So I will threaten too." But I can tell you though, maybe he will be the sacrificial lamb. They will fire him because he was reckless. Francis Numani, yes, he threatened to kill someone. He was nominated to be Minister of Internal Affairs, and he was confirmed by the Liberian Senate. Okay. So somebody said, but all we can do, we'll talk about it. But I can tell you this: this audio now, they have trouble now. They're going all over the place, and tomorrow they're carrying headlines. It's unacceptable, and we shouldn't talk. Look, all of us here, we should be involved because trust me, you go Liberia, you get security, somebody can harm you.
What? No, Grace.
That's
what the party has done to their so-called Queen Johnson. What have they done to her? And they rewarded her by giving her position. Thank you. Look, the thing with my daughter, I am sorry, and I'm really, really sorry that it involved one of my colleagues. But I can tell you, nothing will come from inside. Nothing will come from inside. At the end of the day, March is being celebrated. Take it from me.
So it means
that
Joseph Boaga has no leadership ability if that will happen. It means that he is not the president of the Republic of Liberia. He is the president of the UP partisan and the people who supported him. That's why so we will have no respect for this president going forward if nothing's being done to this man. And
I agree 100%, Grace. You're right on that. If he doesn't take action himself, will be pushed. But I believe, and I'm giving him like some to 2 hours after today to take the decision. But I'm getting some.
I have a question for you.
Why gotta be 72
I
hours?
received a call, Ben, someone very close to the president's office, saying that guy will be.
I have a question for Grace.
I hope that was something else.
So in the last 7 months, what United Party not do that make it the low level they feel that you run the country?
You ask you.
Exactly. But you are saying that if he doesn't act, then he will be proving that he's not president for Liberia. But Senator Power, that's how they've been acting.
Yeah,
but why is Peewee
Brentford
giving the
said at
president
home,
72
so
hours?
we want to get in hope to say that he would.
No.
do something.
And let me do this.
For me, I had no hope in the man, to tell you the truth.
This is not. I'm not giving the president an ultimatum here. I'm not.
No, I didn't say you giving him an ultimatum either. I said you
I'm
you're giving
saying
him
I would
72
be
hours.
disappointed if the president went on to take the decision between 9 and 72 hours.
But why you saying 72 hours? Why not 1 hour?
No,
Why not?
That's the time I'm just because as the chief executive, right? But I wouldn't be surprised if this decision was taken between 9 tomorrow, 7 o'clock in the morning. Yes,
we'll come by here and listen.
I wouldn't be
to see
surprised.
what
But if the decision is not taken at all, I will follow what
But people, you are getting to be very lenient these days. What's going on?
No, Grace. And I said this before, right? And Mr. Benedict is one of those big brother in the country that I do respect very well.
Of course,
I'm not one of those person. I came out with the tendency in the legacy of my late dad. I don't push to have a job to promote people. As a matter of fact, I resigned the past government on the basis of just coming no, and I still supported them, right? And I stood by President Weah, and I'm firmly inclined to give my political support.
So people, I one question quick. The way you say the information no job. The way they give you 40,000 for people to go back home to work, they give you 40,000 to transition yourself.
Who get 40,000 to go back home to work?
Number one. The thing happened to the education minister. The education minister
for the $7,000 to go back home to work. They don't sister.
What do you mean? I don't understand. What do you mean they give her 40,000 to go back home to work?
That's a $46,000 check. They will more cash from Central Bank.
So according to her, she said
for relocation.
Yeah, relocation.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
And great, as a matter of fact, she lived right. She lived right in my city. We met her.
What the arrangement she made?
And she was. This is
what do you mean by the arrangement she made?
But Grace, I want to give you information. This is record from the United Party. That's what they did the last time.
Yeah.
Not strange.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm about to say.
And they brought a lot of people from across America, regional package.
But it's already confirmed that she took the check.
The problem is, honestly now, that's why look. I mean, the whole country.
That doesn't dispel the fact that she's qualified for the. She's.
But we're not saying
she's
probably one of the best. She's probably one of the best
qualified. No.
Ben, stop that, man. What is your measurement?
Ben, go with the place. Ben, go with the
What is your measurement?
No, listen. She is one of the best in that cabinet.
No, she said no.
She's one of the best in that cabinet.
Working with the Delaware Department of Education, she said everybody can work with Delaware Department of Education when you get a job from here. They will have to give you $45,000 or $50,000 before you go back to the
Well, you know what?
They always have to cheat the panel.
You know what? Maybe that
for the $6,000 for one person in the poorest country in the world, where people working hungry.
Well, maybe
you know,
is that confirmed?
The way I can tell you, when you be causing the lawmaker now, you won't be low elsewhere because all the money.
I don't think she's the only person that got read.
No, Ben. Let me give you some information for you to hear it. All the money they say the lawmaker didn't get since we came to office. It's 7 months now. We not get gas for 2.5 months.
And you guys are entitled to it. On a serious note,
that 7 months we have gotten $0 for transportation, zero. So all the yo that going on.
Oh no,
what is the money? And nobody know.
Can I share something? Give me 2 seconds to say something here, right? Honorability. I'm gonna play this video here. My own I love to do it. Just have some kind of illustration here. Let me play this video here, and then I will speak to why is it that you guys are not taken seriously to some extent. Listen and watch what happened in this hearing here. No. It's not.
Demand a yes or no answer.
Go ahead. That once you said the woman's full of shit.
Most of my questions are going to demand a yes or no answer. Do you understand?
I do.
Okay, my first question. Both sides of the aisle today have asked for your resignation. Would you like to use my 5 minutes to draft your resignation letter? Yes or no?
No, thank you.
Was this a colossal failure?
It was a failure.
Yes or no? Was it a colossal failure is the question. Yes or no?
I have admitted this is a terrible.
This is a yes or no series of questions. Was this a colossal failure? Yes or no?
Yes.
Was this tragedy preventable? Yes or no?
Yes.
Has the Secret Service been transparent with this committee?
Yes.
Would you say the fact that we had to issue a subpoena to get you to show up today as being transparent? Yes or no?
I have always been
yes or no. You didn't want to answer the question.
Committee.
We had to issue a subpoena to get you to show up today. That is not transparent, by the way. You stated earlier, Secret Service is not political. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Would you say leaking your opening statement to Punchbowl News, Politico's Playbook, and Washington Post several hours before you sent it to this committee as being political? Yes or no?
I have no idea how my statement got out.
Well, that's bullshit. So, Mr. Chairman.
All right. Ben, I know you want to ask.
But first of all, let me say this. I'm just
What's the reason I'm playing this video?
I'm trying to understand.
No, I'm coming.
I was about to tell you. I was about to give the point, but okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
Mr. Bailey, get to the point, please. Okay.
The reason this video was played is after all was discussed and heard, there was a result. Today, that individual is no longer serving in her position. Honorability and order possess what it takes to get similar things done. When honorability sit here and say what is constitutionally his, he can't even get it. That tells me that others who aspire for that position or who serve in that position today don't even understand the reason why they serve in that capacity. And that's why they are the problem. And that's why a lot of us will focus our attention on them.
No, we try that statement, man. No, no, you got to retry that.
I need to understand it.
I said a lot of them. I did not say honorability.
No, the reason of that benefit, they are in sympathy of the country, not because they don't know what they're doing there. No, I disagree with him about that.
How is this supposed to be sympathizing with the country?
We have some economic challenges in the country. You have to remember here that
y'all had economic challenges before one person got for the
one person is getting $45,000 and you call economic crisis?
Again, we have check, and I'm sorry here to sound the way I'm saying. I'm not being lenient, right? Again, there's check circulating. It's alleged until we can establish that if this money was actually issued, or this right? So the minister, it is alleged until we establish that they will not receive. This woman I know that work with the division of education here in Delaware.
You share it. I'll pay that.
Yeah, it is.
Lofa, go ahead here. Go ahead here.
I'll pay that.
Look, Lofa, the point I wanted to make before I answer your question is that was a committee hearing.
Okay.
So when you do have a lot of time,
don't you have committee at the House as well?
No, we do. What I'm just saying, with that kind of interaction, it's only possible at committee level.
That's what I'm saying.
Because when you take that same woman to before the Congress, you will never hear anything. Because once a Republican asks, a Democrat will start saying order, information, point of order, like that. But
you agree with me that a lot of your committee hearings are barely heard of. One of the results we get. You only it's going to committee room.
I've been disappointed with any committee hearings. And I agree, Lofa. In committee hearing, honorability will agree, and you don't want to agree, no problem. But yes,
no.
In committee hearing, the chair will always defend the institution here.
No.
The reason is because they got interest in the areas. I think they kind of back the back. Committee hearing is a messy thing. Our legislature mess.
I promise you, I will not defend institution here when I don't have to. But I have to admit that the committee hearing so far has not proven to be transparent.
Thank you.
We have to be very frank.
Thank you.
It has not proven to
And
be
that's the
transparent.
reason why I respect you, sir.
And
you will say the truth.
Yes, and we would try our best as far as our committees are concerned. My committee to have live hearing so that the public can see what the committee is saying and how is it saying. And the reason for that is, especially when the issue is a public issue. Now you have to excuse me, Lofa. The committee that I'm heading, most of the issues are quote unquote classified. I'm against that classification because it's all bull. I mean, complete, I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but complete nonsense. At the end of the day, there's nothing that LeBron should not hear. Nobody wants to president. Nobody wants to vice president. Nobody wants to. Issues of security is always, so we will take specific action as far as our committee is concerned. But I'm happy. I'm heading other committees, like the committee on the revision of all of the concessions. I promise you that committee starts work next week. Every hearing that we do on that committee will be public, so that people can see what we're talking. It is extremely important.
See why I like you?
So
Yes.
yeah.
I don't praise you every day, but I like you though. I like your honesty. I like your honesty.
Not giving people hard time here. You listen.
I want you to clarify something.
You don't have the U.S. Congress.
Man. Clarify something.
They both committee room and even get microphone. Hey, double the
Hey, Ben, we got microphone.
The Chinese, they work for us. The Chinese get that.
You get microphone where he says you're be passing microphone where, what microphone you get? I'm gonna put you in cover on blood. You're being in power for 7 more. You're in face your microphone in a play.
But you're in face for 6 years. They put my face. We feel moving for
they feel like my papa. Ben, go to my district. Ben, you see where I get there.
Yeah,
website. My papa. They like it. The monkey one there.
Yeah, website. To check.
Where to go website?
Wow.
I want for honorability to clarify something because somebody.
I got 2 websites, 2, not 1, 2.
Your house representative get website.
House representative. We're not talking about you, man.
We want to know.
Ask Ben. Let him go ask Kofa.
Why you telling them?
I the speaker or deputy speaker. But I don't represent the speaker. I'm not a spokesman of the speaker. So go ask him.
You in leadership.
But he's not the speaker.
Oh, I'm not a speaker. You read it now. By the time it's the speaker, she read it.
No, but I'm not a speaker.
The man is not a speaker. We want a speaker to come here. He need to answer some questions. Let him come on closing argument.
Hey, friend, so, bring him.
Bring him. Yeah. But I wanted to ask you something on the probability. We want to know that means just clarify it to the public saying you here. And you are a very honest man. We respect you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Why is we want to know the action that you took against this public work minister? Because you
see you're missing it. No correction, that is Senate.
No. The public work minister came to us.
It started with them.
No.
It ended with us. It didn't start with
my bad. So you were involved.
When the Senate used this rubbish thing talking about pardon, that's when we call in the minister.
Musa the boy expel you for the house. I just let you know.
They're not
Can
able.
you let the man speak? Ben, let's see.
Ben, they're not able.
Please speak, sir.
Ben. Anybody attempt on Musa Beleze, that whole play will be upside down. I'm telling you now.
Listen.
And you know that.
Can you speak on the issue?
Thank you.
I want you to stop it, man, Grace. Why
no, I think that's what you want to do. What you want to do. The point is, we cited the minister, but the minister ambushed us because when he appeared, all of the questions we wanted him to answer, whether he went to PPCC, whether he did this, whether he did this, he submitted a document to us. The same day he appeared. So, in fact, I raised the argument that the minister cannot give us document today, and then we got document, they are all document, but we need to verify the authenticity of this document, and then we'll call him back. We did not go beyond that.
So in committee room? In committee room?
You come to plenary, not even the committee room.
No, I said
That
a
particular
document,
issue
not a
is to go
document.
unfortunately, right now, as things are,
Y'all
go in the
break
committee room down.
Y'all break?
Yeah, but they say they can't call again.
They're Tomalin judge. They can't give their honorable mention to speak to the Liberian people. He is saying something very important. You're just cutting the mail off. It's not fair.
Yes.
Roland used to be panelist on the show. I just want you to know.
No, but I have business. I don't care for that. And what I want to tell you, Grace, thank you for allowing me to have the chance.
Thank you, sir.
We have now take up this issue. The document has been perused, and as soon as we go back, we'll call the minister because we got some questions to be answered.
So when you say that I caught in the middle is that this man brought all the document means that somebody from the House of Representatives pitching with some information so he was prepared.
Well, someone like me, I publicly attack him. I publicly attack him to say that he didn't go to PPCC. I attack him that there was no contract. I attack him that he spent 22 million. He brought a report that says that he did not spend.
He knows how important this is. Oh, sorry.
The most important speech.
If I pick out your U.S. hearing from
sorry. I'm trying to mute myself. I keep muting the. Sorry.
He brought a report that showed that he went to PPCC. He brought a report that showed that he only spent 9 million, and so and all the other documents that were asking. So we said, okay, we can have the hearing now. Go, we'll peruse it, and we'll call you back. Now we are on vacation. If we don't go back, we'll not return until October. I'm hearing that, as usual, this lazy government, when we in session, they can't do their work. Then they'll call us back again to come, and then they got to pay us. But me, I want all that money.
Mr. Bailey, the government you serve as
because I take the money to my people.
Can you allow the honorable man to speak?
No, you will continue. I just want to remind you, the government you serve as campaign manager before, to 2011, also did the same. They had a lot of extra.
No, let the man speak, man. You
that's the time of the part. At that time,
the 285 trust, what happened to that Blana?
But let me ask, did the public works minister break the law?
No.
No.
Allow me to conclude.
Guys, can you guys allow the man to learn?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
No, but when I you don't want to be legend now.
No,
I was asking a question in reference to what you were discussing.
I tip it.
No, I finished with public work business.
Oh, okay.
I'm on my own business. I said they will call us as we are told because the budget has become a disaster, has become a national disgrace, and it is on like this. The budget is in what we call a tailspin. Nobody knows where the budget here is. Nobody knows. So
no finance minister, nothing. No finance minister.
But
there's an acting finance minister.
And we need
he's qualified. Very well qualified.
He's limited. He can't tell anything he can do.
No, he can do everything. He can do everything.
He can do anything.
He acting, you can't do anything.
No, he can do anything.
He has absolute power.
He be giving you a
He can
letter
do
of
anything.
acting minister. He can
No,
do
no,
anything.
that's all, man. Yeah, appointment.
Yeah, but yeah, wait, let me finish answering my question. So they're supposed to call her back. Imagine when they call her back, they will have to pay all our staffers. And then they have to pay her for 1 month. Okay. Amen. Yeah, stop putting it on.
Man, this is Ben idea. I swear to God, this is Ben.
Because he wants to distract the Lord because he's saying what's happening in Agogo. He always does this.
Lofa.
But you know, but
Yeah.
good for all Lofa.
Put it on.
Musa, you know what? You know why I'm laughing? Let me tell you why I'm laughing. This was supposed to be the most qualified man in the race. Today, government, you United Party people. I mean, I never imagined in my wildest dreams that United Party will operate and run the country this dismally. I mean, I just couldn't believe. I can't believe it. The United Party had not even been able to maintain a budget for 7 months. 7 months. I'm just, my mind is just blown.
Guys, I want to appeal for us to hopefully give the public a few times to call in and react to the Mike Jabates statement, and hopefully some of the conversation we had on here. I see people.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Are we on the call? Let's take the calls from back home, and then we take a few calls from here, and then hopefully give Honorable Mobility the chance to give us some insightful information about the performance at the House as far as what they're not going to do, because we're not expecting them to do much. But anyway, that's it. Guys, can we take some calls from the studio back home, please? If you're in studio. There you go. You guys ready?
In the meantime,
we can hear you
tomorrow, please. Please
Check
help
the
them.
camera.
What
Check the camera.
They got our guys who do 26 money for them. We still raising money for them. Let the cash out and sell that.
All right, so let's see what we can get to the line and talk to our first caller right here. Good evening. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
That presidential candidate for that brother. That brother is serious control.
You said from where?
It's in group come again to it and that.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, man.
What happened to the phone?
What happened? What?
The president said they should confirm me and the Senate confirm him. The president did not do anything. So if the president fire my Shabbat, he will not be there. That's the government will vote for.
Okay, that's the government we vote for. So let's leave me alone. We're not going to hold you on now. It's a very basic line. 0777 285961. Add the numbers for you to call. Good evening, you're live. Good morning, I'm after 12 already. Go ahead. Okay.
We told people that the right way to go and when we stop, we will just we up and let them.
They really need to face that line in our studio. Every time, just in and off.
Okay. Thank you. So, yeah. Let's see what we can go for this 1 year on 0777 285961. Go ahead, you are live. Go ahead. Look at it.
Guys, in studio, we cannot hear the callers.
I said the guys can't fix the line can't fix. What was all time for?
So, guys,
Okay.
When we really need to face that line in our studio,
Guys,
I get a new
Okay,
phone. Very
it's okay
simple.
now. Yeah, it's okay. It's a basic line, so just call, make your point. We have so calls coming in, so we're not going to hold on to one caller all throughout. Go ahead, you're live. Good morning.
Good morning, my dear brother. And Mr. Pastor to our brothers in the United States. I'm James Blama Camara, a member of the Liberian Civil Rights Movement. Let me appreciate playing Honorable Musa Hassan Beke for always making his case on the critical issue on behalf of the Liberian people. And I think they understand the lawmaking as a lawmaker, and even because you should be able to come out and always be on behalf of the people, because you have the direct representative of the people. So I say, myself to him. To the issue of his statement from Mark Devontae, my brother and friend. Actually, Mark Devontae will have gone in that format manner. He's not the information minister of the government. But by me, if you assistant minister in the government and somebody also is a member of the branches, insulting the presidency, that should not give you the right to go and start to threaten. But he has not been able to threaten even the citizen president. So why should you go beyond your bound to ensure that you threaten his life? When he takes you to court, what would be the other? So we look up to President Buckeye for taking the leader action. While it's true he has been able to appoint people in positions for terrible statement in the past, and today they are being a political job. But we expect that he should be able to change from his mistakes. That's why we are criticizing him. So moving forward, we're expecting to take an administrative action leading to some suspensions or if the removal from the job, because we ask people to be able to do the work of the Nigerian people. You cannot put in a leadership position and they are not being refined to be able to serve the people. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
You are welcome. There, let's see the until we get signal from the guys. There. Go ahead, you're live. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, sir, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Just go straight to the point.
So, is that how we the president we all went said today at the hospital after the death of the guys. What will you say when the superintendent is threatening to say Yekekolo? He has nothing to do. What will you say about what he did to people at guilty in Lofa and he planted the new problem? What do you expect? This is what we voted for. I think we have to get for the next 6 years. Until then, let us remain quiet and observant. That's all we can say. So it's not strange to us as a people. Let's bear it. Thank you.
Okay, it's not strange to us as a people. Let's bear it. Can we pick up a few more? Walk away from your monitor. Else I'm going to call you off, please. Go ahead.
Quality is now spoiling things among us. Yeah. People are watching politics so much more governance. Yeah. The politics does to us here is to us. Or so much that we don't even love our president. Each and one of us, we don't love us again. Yeah. Good job. Insult to our leaders because it's really
Guys, let's the audience is not.
Yeah. So let's just hold it there because get back to Lofa. Lofa, you're coming in.
Yeah, let's kind of call it out because the audio is coming in. It's kind of just tainted. We can really understand what it's saying. I think we can talk about the audio hopefully after here, not right now, but it's not going through at all. I don't know whether the audio panelists are really hearing what the callers are saying, but it appears that we're not.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Peabody, and I joined the conversation from Cuba Community District 4.
Guys, we have a your back is noisy. Thank you.
Presidential or administrative power.
Hold on 1 second.
Depend on the House of Legislature because the president saw how you call a man the internal revenue law. So what he did, and knowing that I'm not threatening another citizen, not just a citizen, but a uniform citizen, he said Fanamu will be killed wherever I see Fanamu. And that thing is live all over the place, on the media. And when you're confirmed, and he's selling his position now. So how sure are we that Jabade, the president, want to take action against Jabade? It's not going to happen under the watch of Joseph Boyka. So we only depend on the honorable House of Legislature to do the honorable thing. Let them forget about the thing of dry envelope and for oneself, the Latin people. They got power. It's all estimating about. If you call a man and have a vote on no confidence and then the president insists, you cannot form the particular institution and therefore you are the one I call it forming every institution of government. That is part of your function and your power. You tell the president, look, if this man doesn't leave this ministry or this agency, we are not going to allocate anything for this ministry or agency. We will not get a force for that. And
Okay, so let's get back to Julius.
We got a caller here. Let's take this caller here.
Yeah,
Caller,
just hold the callers. Let's get back to Julius. Hold the callers.
Thank you. Caller, go ahead. Your name and where you calling from. Let's hear from you. Caller on the WhatsApp line. Go ahead.
This is
calling from South Korea. Go ahead. We're listening to you.
Okay, let me say, that is very discussion. I know this is very big, and people have to have their point.
Also, mute yourself.
Make 2 points and maybe say honorable. This is not just an insult to Yeke Koluba. Yeke Koluba is not, I am not his fan, and I will never be one of his fans. I'm a seditian, but I will never support his art, his behavior, whatsoever he do. But if he do the right thing for the Liberian people, I will support him, not by abusing the president or stuff. But this is this stuff. I hear honorability saying nothing will come from out of aid. Can he tell me now, if someone threatens the life of an individual, nothing will come from out of it? That's number one. Number two, the individual did not abuse Yeke Koluba. He threatened the life of Yeke Koluba, that they would take his life, they will kill him. They will kill him. And let me suggest this to Honorable Benedict. Yeke Koluba is traveling out of Liberia. This could be an attempt, a discussion in the making with the executive to execute Yeke Koluba while on the way out of the country. They may kidnap him and take him somewhere and get rid of him immediately. I just call on him to escort Yeke Koluba to the plane that will take Yeke Koluba out of Liberia tomorrow. I mean, it may just be a how do you call it? It is a secret that came out from the how do you call him mouth that shows to Yeke Koluba that this is the intent of the executive to get rid of him.
Thank
you. You understand me? They should just be something that they've been planning, that this is what wanted to do. So our brother just came up and say it out so that at least prevention can be made.
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. All right, guys. We'll take any other call, or else we're going to cut the line. 1 or 2 more calls.
Yeah, 2 more calls.
All right, 2 more calls. All right, let's take this caller here real quick. Caller, your name and where you calling from. Let's hear for you. Lower your monitor, please. Your name and where you calling from.
Hey, my name is A.B. Collins, calling from Minnesota.
Let's hear from you. Your input.
Yeah. So my point is, I don't know where you guys will both spend a lot of time talking about Yeke Koluba. You don't know Yeke Koluba, the amount of insult that Yeke Koluba has done on so many people in our country. And put down to somebody. All right? We saw that the restoration in the country has declared that you get big statement. All that spread is not isn't. Yet you people say the Yeke Koluba is extremely we're extremely accepting the president is the same. Okay, let's forget about that country or other man. This man is so the heart of peace as using this, the president. But you guys only get say that because Jabba.
Wow.
So what? Have you come down on it? No. You think people looking at Yeke Koluba?
They may say too long the court. Tell the other court.
Thank you. All right, let's take our next caller here. One more call. We'll take a couple more calls from those of you in the diaspora. Number to that is 919-324-6828. You can also use the same number to call us on WhatsApp. Let's take this caller here. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Let's hear from you. Not everybody's calling.
Hello?
Go ahead, caller. Your name and where you're calling from. Oh, the phone lines are blowing. Go ahead, Brookable Power. Let's hear from you.
Okay, thank you. I want to ask you a basic. Listen to the mind of the your colleague. What do you house will do about that case?
Thank you.
Let me come to the people. Have you seen your city of blood? What blood is different for other people's blood? If all blood, you don't go with something all over. So you're happy for you. What is now happening that is a little different to you?
Thank you. All right, let's get the next caller here. Caller 480-1432. Guys, if you're on the line and you have money, I will let you go. Guys, if you cannot turn your monitor off, I'll let you go. This is so hard. Go ahead, caller. Your name and where you're calling from. I'm doing good. Let's hear from you.
Yeah. I just want to tell that caller I just called, he need to rest his body small. Where are they when the old man and the CPP supported Yeke for the southern Georgia and wife? And the CPP said, as Yeke way of expressing himself, what's wrong now? Now they know Yeke is not crazy. That's how Yeke can express himself. He will continue to express himself that until everybody can have make sense. So tell Yeke that you're doing wrong.
Thank you.
What? An eye for an eye, yeah.
All right, let's take the next caller here. Did not give me time to shut the phone off. Calls are coming. Go ahead, caller.
Let's call it.
Caller, your name and where you calling from. Caller, are you in the plane? Your name and where you calling from. 614 last 4 is 75.
Before that, last call, so we can call it a day.
Somebody's been talking, that's why I kind
of. I'm asking you to talk. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for the show. But I agree with Honorable Musa Bedete in the sense that nothing would have really happened to my Japate in the sense that President Boakai, a man who Mike Javate is working under. Hello?
Go ahead, sir. We are listening.
Yeah, okay. The man who Mike Javate is working under, the Minister Proper, what statement he made during the election in Lofa and what happened there? So Mike is taking for the playbook. Many things are happening in Liberia or happening during that time or even during the election. People that Joshua then died, nothing came from out of it. So this one, it's just I got it. Threat, nothing gonna happen. Mike will say, oh, it's a job in Liberia. That's the government we have. That's the Liberia we have. So that's my info right there.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh my God. Again. All right. Let's take the last call, please. I'm begging you guys. Let's take the last call. Caller, go ahead. We'll give you about a minute, 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, your name and where you calling from?
I'm calling from Canada. This is Ansu.
Ansu, go ahead.
CC.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for you to give me the opportunity for me to call on the show. This is my first time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the only thing I have on my mind, we just have to support this government for the wrongdoing. I don't want we should just bring on ourselves because Joseph Walker is not able to listen the CPP. He's not able to put the CPP together. So what are we expecting from this part? People there, they train them for this thing. In that government, when they instruct the past president, they will be copying. Now they are doing it to themselves. The only thing I will never support Yeke Kolba on, he brought this government to power. Yeke Kolba said to us, we the Liberians, that President William went Qatar, he only brought football for us. During the campaign, Yeke Kolba went Bapolo. We saw the hospital. He never gave any kind of, good thought for we the Liberians for us to get experience. Even Yeke Kolba today, President William never done nothing for Liberia. The government that he brought to power, he should not use we the Liberian. He should not insult President Joseph Newman Boaka. It's wrong. We should not support him. But how they call it, Mike Javate? We have to support Mike Javate because he's one of the trainees of Yeke Kolba. He's one of the trainees for Joseph Boaka. So if they threaten themselves, we should only say that and listen to them. I don't want for us to buy into rhetoric or anything like that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Guys, I'll cut it for
Thank you, guys. Guys, we're begging. We got a few more minutes, and tomorrow is 26th Eve in Liberia, and we want to bless our guys with 26th whatever we got for them. We have collected some money already. People are still supporting it. Please, your cash app is up there. The result is there. Please, by tomorrow morning, we'll make sure that the money reach to the guys soon in the morning so they can go and do their sanitary shopping for food and whatever the case for them and their families. Please, the cash app is open, and I want to say thanks to those who were giving yesterday, even though we weren't on, but they were giving still. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. That'd be a blessing to our brothers in Liberia.
Let me just announce quickly. I have $30 out here from Sita Chelsea P. Norris. She contributed $30 to the July 26th funds. I will just transfer that to.
Thank you, Sita. Appreciate that. Guys,
thank you.
And while we're about to get our closing statement for tonight, the president just spoke. President Biden, he said the best way forward is to pass the torch. Nothing can come in the way of saving our democracy. It's time for fresh voices. Yes, younger voices. King and dictators do not rule. The people do.
Joseph Boaka would have never done that. Hey,
But anyway,
can you do your closing?
Yeah, but let's get a closing so we can call it a day. Yeah?
Well, thank you guys. It's always exciting to see you guys. Tonight's topic was a little bit touchy. Again, I don't have confidence that anything is going to happen. But in my capacity, as Chairman of National Security, I will ask the police to provide extra security to our colleague, and also if no action is taken before we get back to session, I can guarantee you that the House will take action. But let me say this. All of these things that are happening, Grace, this is for you. It's not the first time. That's why when people categorize our country, we get angry. But this is the worst Liberia can be. All of these things you're talking here, people threaten people, people kill people, it's happened before. That's why we are where we are as a country. I don't believe that the president will punish anybody, for that matter, for doing something to Yake Koluba. I don't believe that. He will tell the president, I'll do nothing to you. Nothing. And anyone who brings about moral question, he will tell you, go listen to what Yake has said against me, my wife. That's it. Nothing is going to happen. But we'll do our part. We'll take our action, and then Liberian will make a judgment. But to the Liberian people, it's always your call as to what kind of leader that run your country. It is always your call. So either you choose the right or you wrong. Hopefully, in 4 years, you'll be preparing to go back to the pool. I hope we would have learned our lesson this time. Because as long as we vote for people who don't carry our, views and aspirations, this is what happened to us. So I hope everything is a lesson, so that special person can come and take us to where we are. Thank you, guys. Thank you, and have a pleasant night.
Happy 26.
Happy 26th, Peabody. And thanks for always availing yourself to appear on the video platform, though. That's good of you to
absolutely
always engage your people.
That is patriotic.
Yeah, I must admire you for doing that. I don't know whether you and Dylan decided to swap spots. I don't know what it was.
But guys, look, we have time, so that would just call it a
no
day.
identity crisis.
So guys, we'll get back to you guys tomorrow morning in the studio, right? But I want to say thanks to everybody and guys.
Yeah, guys. I mean, I think that it was a great show. Great show today. I think we can just call it a night. But while we are saying good night, let me use this opportunity to send a special birthday shout out. We have to speak to okay. No, I'm not giving anything else. I'm just sending a special, birthday shout out to Miss Manan. Miss Manan, actually, she actually carried out Liberia culture on her head, and she's been doing great job in the United States, and she's been doing really good when it comes to Liberia culture. She has been a true representation of the culture. I mean, Manan, she performed at the what they call the Badu. So the Badu Festival in Beverly Hills, California, and was honored by the Beverly Hills City Council with a certificate of award signed by the mayor and other members of the city council. Just performing Liberian culture and dancing or singing Liberian music. Today she celebrates her birthday. We want to use this opportunity to recognize Miss Manan and say happy birthday to you, Miss Manan. Enjoy your day.
Okay. I have to close. I still think that we're not going to deviate from this topic. The president needs to come and condemn publicly what how they call him. He said, what's his name again? Because I don't even want to remember his name. The man who leveled the threat.
Mark Jabate.
Mark Jabate, he need to condemn Mark Jabate threat against a sitting representative. I will also say that it is crucial for the president to demonstrate strong leadership in this matter. This don't have to do with the representative insulting him, but it send a message. He's a leader. Or leader don't look at what other people do to them, that did not take their life, but they look at what is best for the country. You know, it will send a message to the society, to the children, our future generation, that this behavior is not accepted within our society. We are in the 21st century. Email started in 1994. We are here today. I just even the level of how we are progressing in life. And right now, the AI is taking all the world. We cannot be doing things like in 1979. That's the reason why I don't think Joseph Boakai should have been president, because he still got that 1970s style of life. And we this certain generation, we don't think these things will be accepted in society anymore. That's why the president needs to condemn this act seriously and make sure that Mark Jabate be accountable for what he did. Although everybody say he's not going to do anything, the people don't believe in his leadership. That's why they're saying he will not do anything. But I hope that he believes in himself to do something. And that's what we are saying. I also want to say happy birthday to my daughter. She is 23 years old, July 24th. It was, I think we were not in the morning in America, but but July 24th made her 23 years. So I'm proud, and I pray for the best things for the Liberian children her age. Because at 23 years old, my daughter is riding a 2024 car that she bought for herself. Because the society allow her to do that. If the Liberian society can allow our children that age to be able to progress in their life like that, we all will be happy. At the end of the day, we pray for Liberia. Thank you.
Okay, guys. We'll be back tomorrow with
Let me just say thank you again for the show.
Get ready. Let's make a hot show tomorrow. I'm out.
Oh yeah, okay. Good night to everybody. Listen, for me, I just took one. I was quietly trying to listen just now to. I took one more of our countries, what we can remember ourselves.